broadcasting. Let's see if it actually went live. It says up and coming. Hey, now it's going live. Let's go. And this is our Nerd Talk Live podcast. Woo! Episode 29. Today we talking mostly anime. We probably do have like other little few things to add here and there. Like, for example, they added a new update to Fallout 76 today, which took fucking forever, plus it had maintenance on top of it. But apparently they fixed a lot of quest problems. They fixed the problem with sometimes the damage from cryo wasn't applying. So, you know how sometimes where we would be, like, doing perfectly fine, and all of a sudden the enemies would just, like, fucking suddenly smack the shit out of us, like the same enemy we've already fought before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so apparently that was also an issue they addressed in the patch, according to the patch notes, where people's damage resistances would randomly be falling off, and for some reason enemies in the Burning Springs region apparently hitting too hard. They also apparently fixed the, I didn't know about this because I haven't done the bounty hunt stuff, but apparently during the big head hunts and the grunt hunts, there's supposed to be like higher star legendaries, and there was a bunch of 1-stars coming in, and they fixed that problem, so there's less 1-star legendaries. Gonna be more 2 and 3 stars, like it's supposed to be. And then, other than that, they really haven't done like anything crazy. It looked like it was mostly just bug fixes from things they broke with their previous patch. But it was a very big patch for that, so that's what had me like, what? Fucking bug fix patch? This ginormous? The hell is this? Because, like, even hardwired and in rest mode, that shit still took me an hour to download. But, I can't wait to get in and check it out today, see what's going on. I haven't been on this forever, so this was kind of fun. Our little killing spree we had pre-podcast. I was enjoying that. Also, guys, I will be playing this game more sometime this month. Hopefully we get a, like, day that the DLC is supposed to come out, because both the trailer and their post just said February. It's like, okay.
I think
and?
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna just surprise us? Like, surprise, bitch, DLC. You knew the month, not the day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited for the DLC?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you excited about most for it? Is it the new story content, new weapons?
All of it.
All of it? He said all of it, bro. All the new. Yo, what up, B-Gamer?
So yeah, that story
pack yeah
actually comes out in March.
Oh, they changed it?
Yeah, story pack comes out March, but however the bounty pack comes out February 26th.
Okay. Yeah, so I knew the bounty pack was coming out. So we'll get the next little bounty story and then the thing, but the one post they made said that it was coming February. So now it's in March that the DLC is coming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll definitely be back for the bounty pack and check it out. I wonder how this next bounty pack's gonna go, because how Rush Saved Mercenary Day was cool and all, but, like, I don't know, other than the missile laser and I forgot what the sniper rifle that we got in it was called, I'm not really rocking with the other two guns very much. Like, don't get me wrong, that pistol's pretty freaking cool if you're sniping with it, I guess. But it's a fucking explosive pistol, and the projectiles aren't, because it's explosive, they're not, like, super fast. So, like, you really gotta, like, lead things to snipe them with it or have them running straight at you, you know? But, like, once they get what's inside that little pincher cone that it makes, it's basically just, yeah. And most definitely V-Gamer. We've got a couple of cool nerds around here. We got a chillin' cat and a Damionpyro, bro. Also, make sure you guys check out chillincat_YT on YouTube. Bro's been picking up his streams a lot more lately. So, bro's got some content now for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So, got any, before we just dive into our anime stuff, you got any games or anything you want to talk about, or any other nerdy possible crap?
Not that I know of.
Ooh, one thing I do want to do, because Kat recently started talking, or watching the Fallout TV show. I do kind of want to know, like, how far you've gotten into it, and what you think about what you've seen so far.
Like episode 2.
Like episode 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they are pretty long
Them
episodes.
are freaking hour long.
Yeah, bro, almost a movie per episode. But that's how most of live-action TV shows seem to be going these days, just like hour-long episodes. Unless it's like a sitcom, you know? But I'm enjoying it, for sure.
It's pretty
Freaking, I really enjoyed, like, the New Vegas stuff. I was going to talk about the last episode since it just happened, but since Kat recently started watching the series, I was like, should I, you know, I got to run that by him first.
Spoiled already.
I got you. All right, well, then we'll get into it. So, starting off, we left off from last time where Lucy and the freaking ghoul, right, were like, kind of coming across crazy shit simultaneously, and then Maximus was in that badass power armor and got knocked out into Freeside, right? And had that freaking wall of death claws coming at him. Like, that was a crazy place to end, but we pick up exactly right there. So first thing we have is the ghoul talking to Mr. House, right? And Mr. House is getting ready to close the little thing, like the doors to his little power unit, and the fucking ghoul shoves his fucking Gauss rifle in the doorway to stop the doors from closing, right? And has that shit pointed directly at the freaking battery. Looks at him and it says, you know, what do you think would happen if I shoot this thing right here, right? I was like, oh, damn, bro, we're gonna take out Mr. House, right? And Mr. House said, well, there's only ever been one, so I couldn't really give you any conclusive answers, but based off my estimations, if you were to shoot that right now, the explosion would surely reach other worlds. Like, how big is that fucking explosion? Goddamn. So you telling me bro's gonna shoot this thing, and then, like, Mars and Venus gonna be fucked too? Right? And then the ghoul says the most gangster shit ever, looks at him dead ass, fucking no hesitation, said, well, most people all got anything to live for anyway. I was like, oh shit. He's like, you're gonna tell me how to find my family, or we all gonna die. Like, it gave me fucking Batman on Apocalypse vibes. Like, this one in particular series of comics / they like kind of made like an anime adaptation of it for like a movie series, right? They're all trying to like get these people back from Apocalypse and stuff like that. Well, Batman had placed all these bombs on these little fucking like world heart things that Apocalypse had, and freaking when Darkseid grabs a hold of him and he's getting ready to kill him, Batman's like, yo, you can kill me, alright, but I already rigged this shit to explode if I die, so you want to lose your whole planet and everybody on it, right? And Darkseid immediately drops him, and he's like, you know, if it would have been the Amazon or the Kryptonian, I wouldn't have believed that bluff, but you're crazy enough to do something like this. I was like, yeah, bro, that's some gangster shit right there, man. He's like, nah, bro, listen, we either getting this shit my way or we all dying. Ain't fucking around. Bro's like, bro, you think I care about my own life? You see the shit I put myself through? I got one fucking goal. So I thought that shit was pretty cool. It gave me those fucking vibes. And then we cut to Lucy with the head of the one chick, right? And they did not go how I was expecting at all. Like, I thought it was just like they just turned her head into like a computer. No, she's still alive. They've been keeping this bitch alive for a couple plus years. While fucking wires and some feeding tube thing are like shoved into her neck, right? And she had like this, I don't know, like a techno virus or something. I don't know. It looked like fucking wires were spreading across her face, like where her veins used to be. It was creepy looking. But First thing out of her mouth is "kill me." I'm like, what, son? And then fucking Lucy freaks out. She's like, why does everything in this place, or this fudging place, because she doesn't cuss, you know, always want me to kill them? Like, she was not okay with that, man. And the head finally talked her into it, but boy, oh boy, did it freaking, like, really kind of tear her apart. Like, you could tell she was upset that she had to kill it, right? And if that wasn't bad enough, her fucking dad shows up and is like, why'd you do that, Lucy? Now I gotta do this. And has this freaking big-ass motherfucker that he put one of those little microchip things in, right? So he could control people. Grab her by the back of the neck and said, you know what I've been working on here? Miniaturization. He literally pulls out one of those microchip things, smaller than the tip of your finger. So they can implant this shit on you, and you won't know who's controlled and who isn't. Because the only way you would be able to tell is a little itty-bitty tiny scar on the back of their neck. And he was going to put that shit on Lucy. He said, well, other than that, you'll be my little girl again. I was like, oh, damn, son. But luckily enough, freaking the ghoul, Mr. House convinced him to put this Pip-Boy on him because he was going to help him break into that same vault to get his family back. And while he was on his way to go handle that shit, he fucking stops by, shoots Hank in the ass, kills the other guy, and freaking, tells Hank, listen, man, it ain't up to me here. If it was up to me, I wouldn't have just been shooting you in that ass meat. Right? He said, but it's up to her. Throws her a fucking gun, tells her to do what she will, and walks off. I was like, that was some gangster shit, too. It's like, every time this bro shows up, he just does some gangster shit, man. But, big disappointment in the end. His family wasn't there when he opened the cryopods for his wife and daughter. They were empty. Minus a little postcard telling him going to Colorado was a good idea because they had planned to, get out of the situation they were in and run away to Colorado. So, I don't know about everybody else, but the ghoul's heading to Colorado for season 3. Which, if I remember correctly from New Vegas, that's where Big Mountain was Colorado. So we might see some freaky shit. But we also, get the reveal of something I've been suspecting since season 1, and that's that the Enclave has been listening to literally everybody the entire time, ready to make their move, because Mr. House is explaining to... the ghoul is like, listen, we got a bigger op than just me and you, all right? This place called the Enclave, they were leagues ahead of me. He said they predicted things and were ahead of me farther than I could ever even imagine, right? He thought he had all the predictions and all the cards on the table and everything in his favor, just to find out the Enclave planned all of this shit ahead of time, right? And it finally shows their base, right? We get this breakdown. We get the reveal that Stephanie is actually freaking Hank's wife from the past. Like, they got married pre-being frozen. So Lucy's mom, I guess he basically just ended up getting with her and marrying her because of the whole Volt management plan, because he got unfroze before Stephanie did.
Yeah.
So now there's a fan theory going around that the baby she has is actually Hank's. And not the husband guy she had that dies in the beginning when that Volt shit happens. If that is going to be Hank's baby or not. But she also reveals that Hank was working for the Enclave the whole time. All the shit he was doing was all for the fucking Enclave, bro. So, freaking, she finds his Enclave Pip-Boy, which he had in a fucking box, and she lets out a message saying, this is Stephanie McLean, Hank McLean's wife, and execute phase 2. So whatever the fuck Phase 2 is going down in Season 3. We're gonna fucking find out.
When are you gonna do an Elder Scrolls TV show?
Dude, actually, I was thinking the same thing whenever Fallout first came out. I was like, this is badass, and I love it, because I'm a big, huge fan of Fallout. But the only reason I got into Fallout is because a friend of mine told me that Fallout was Oblivion with guns, and I was like, heavily playing Oblivion at the time. Skyrim didn't exist yet, So I was like, fuck it, let me try out this Fallout 3, right? And I immediately fell in love with the game. Like, it was so fast. It was so fast. I didn't expect me to like it as much, because like I was in a big fantasy kick, and then here not I guess they're both technically fantasy. They're just different variations of fantasy. I should be more like medieval fantasy kick.
Yeah, I'm more of a fan than Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
Yeah, same.
Honestly.
Like that's what I'm saying. The only reason I got into Fallout is because of Elder Scrolls. Like, bro, I played Elder Scrolls since the beginning. Like, fucking Elder Scrolls 1, fucking Daggerfall, and 2 Arena, bro. Most people don't even know about those two. Like, a lot of people started with Morrowind, which is actually the third Elder Scrolls game. And then there's an even bigger chunk of the population that their first Elder Scrolls game was Skyrim. You laughed. I'm assuming you're one of those.
No, I started on Oblivion.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro. That's respectable. Oblivion was, I actually played that one before Morrowind, because I didn't have access to Morrowind, right? Mm-hmm. And I finally got it on, like, the OG Xbox, right? Yeah. And I thought that was pretty sick, because I fucking never played it before, but then because I'd already played Oblivion, like, there are some things from Morrowind that I wish they kept for Oblivion, for sure, but Oblivion did everything better. Like, just, I don't know, everything felt better in Oblivion. But everything looked cooler in Morrowind, which is why I'm like, it's cool we got the freaking Oblivion remaster, but it would have been so much cooler if we got a Morrowind remaster, because a lot of people don't even know about Morrowind. Like, other than, like, a select group of people that was their first Elder Scrolls game. In fact, I didn't even know that the game series were called Elder Scrolls. Like, I didn't know they were all part of one series. I just, man, these games, they look very similar to each other. And then I freaking, one day when I went to go look up something for Morrowind, it was like Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. I was like, huh? Elder Scrolls 3? And then I looked up, I was like, what are all the Elder Scrolls? And then it was like Daggerfall, Arena, Morrowind, Oblivion. I was like, oh, shit, son. So that's all one series? I played all of these. Didn't even realize it. I was a little kid. I wasn't reading full titles. I looked at the big words. I didn't look at the small print that said Elder Scrolls. You know what I mean? And then I really love playing ESO, but that is a game that wants too much of your money. That's what that is. Like, all the cool shit, man. They're just like, but do you have money? But it was still, like, it was a good experience even before. Like, I had all that stuff. It's just, like, outside of just doing, like, the story missions and things, like, if you want to fucking, like, really play that game, you're going to have to join a guild and, like, do raids and fucking have, like, 8 different characters situated for different things, because, like, the way the game's balanced, like, you need to make a whole different character for PvP than you have for PvE and shit like that. And it gets crazy. And then the main reason I quit playing, though, is A, most of my friends had switched over to PC and they'd quit playing it on PlayStation. And the other part was, like, I got tired of every couple months they'd fucking drop a patch and rebalance armor, or they'd add a new armor, and then, like, because that armor was all OP, they'd make all the other good armors not as good, so you'd, like, have to go for this one, Mm-hmm. And, there's different sets for different builds, but, like, they would still, like, constantly be changing your shit. And I got tired of, because, like, even if you have their subscription, you still have limited bank space, and there's no unlimited storage for armor sets. So it's like, fucking you gotta sacrifice some of your old armor sets to get new armor sets, and then when they rebalance shit later, it's like, oh no, these armor sets are good again. You gotta go fucking refarm them again, because it's not bad enough that you gotta fucking hope you get the armor to drop. You gotta hope you get the one with the right fucking like light, medium, or heavy armor, or fucking you know, like the right abilities and shit like that, because like there's some that could spawn with like different roles and shit. Or fucking the main thing was like trying to get the right type of staff and shit to drop on like certain weapons. Like it got really annoying farming that shit over and over. And it was just like I got tired of it. So I felt like every time I'd finally get the armors that I needed to drop and get a build to going, and they're like, all right, let's change all that shit. Now your build's fucking not shit anymore. Good job. It's like you wasted all your time putting this character together. That's how it made me feel. And I'm sure, like, it's not like they still wouldn't be viable. It's just like it would fucking like it wouldn't do as good as it was, and it'd make shit take longer, and it just wouldn't feel fun anymore. And I got tired of it. Also, I had made like 14 different characters in that game, and like leveling them all up to max level so they could fucking use their champion points and all that shit. It was just like I got tired of the grind, you know? It was like every time something would go down, I'd have to make a new character for everything, you know? Because like I had to have a tank, a DPS, and a healer for freaking regular dungeons and elite dungeons, and then you had to have a whole separate setup for those same characters for raids, and then you had to have, you know, whatever kind of shit you wanted to make for PvP, but there's 2 different kinds of PvP. Well, technically 3, but one of them really wasn't important. And a lot of people like to focus on that, but like any of those dueling builds, those ones, they're like really good for one-on-one. If you go to take those shits to fucking Cyrodiil, you're not going to do as good because like you're fighting whole ass groups of people, and yeah, you also have a group with you, but like you're fucking gonna be running on cooldowns and shit, and then you're gonna be useless to the whole group because your shit's set to fucking murk one guy really fast, you know? So, like, when you're on those cooldowns, you're kind of fucked until you get them back. So you have to, like, but yeah, it's also, like, for PvE, you would either make your character fully focused as a stamina character or a magic character, right? For PvP, you had to balance your magic and your stam. And obviously, you'd have to have more magic or stam depending on what your main like abilities used. But you still would mix that stuff up, right? Because you'd still have some abilities from both sides to do different things, basically to get yourself like buffs and stuff like that. And you had to choose to, you know, balance that shit with your health too. So it was like, you know. Because it works similar in one way to Skyrim does, of like when you level up, you get a choice between boosting your health, magic, or stam, right? So you'd have to plan your shit as you go with your builds for that, right?
Yeah.
And on top of that, you had to, you know, get certain skills, learn certain skills, get certain passives. You'd have to get certain skill trees for certain passives with fucking, you use none of the actual skills from it, you just use the passives, right? And then some of them you'd have to buy one of the skills to be able to get to the passives, so you just have this skill that you'd have to waste points on to get the passives, right, that you would want. And because you could also, like, yeah, you could have technically 10 abilities equipped, but like it's 5 per set of weapons. So like unless you had like the exact same weapon that you were switching between, like your other set would be for different stuff. Like big example, my Argonian freaking necromancer, right? He used a freaking restoration staff on his back bar for all kinds of like different buffs and heals and stuff, but on his main bar I just used a sword and a shield, right? And I had all kinds of like tanky abilities, and the whole point of him was just to be annoying and unkillable. Like he didn't really do any damage, but I could sit there and 1v20 and not die, just all fucking day. Like that, it was great for Cyrodiil because it was like, oh, we need a distraction over here. Hold up, let me go giant fucking skeleton lizard on these motherfuckers. Because my one of the ultimate abilities you have with the Necromancer is that you turn into a bone Goliath, and then it puts a circle around you that just drains everybody's health that you come in contact with. Like that's inside the circle. Yeah, and then make like a little bone storm around you as you like walk around. But it's a lot different than other Elder Scrolls games because it's a MMO. It's not your traditional RPG.
Mhm.
Hold on, I gotta open something for Alexia real quick.
Ooh. I mean, as much as I like MMOs, I don't know about that. Like, that's crazy how that works, though.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely something for sure. Whenever my friends told me it was an Elder Scrolls that I could, we could all play together, that's not how I was expecting it to be at all. And like at first, I was building my character like I would a character in a normal Elder Scrolls game with, a little bit of warriorness and a little magic, and then I found out,
Mhm.
nope, can't do that shit. You gotta focus one or the other, son. And then I found out like my race wasn't right for the fucking class I wanted, so I was like, man, this is lame. So I had to remake my first character. It was stupid because I always make an Argonian first in every Elder Scrolls game ever. Like ever since
Mhm.
frickin' Morrowind, where I could, you know, and Oblivion, because I believe in Arena and Daggerfall, you couldn't be an Argonian in those ones, if I remember correctly. It's been a very,
Mm.
very, very long time, so I could be very wrong. But it's just, I don't know, the lizard people. I thought that was cool as shit, and you can make them look like they're like fucking
Why am
dragon
I wasting
people,
time here
you know.
exactly? I honestly don't remember.
Yeah.
So
Let's blame
freaking.
it on the old powers. That usually
Sorry,
makes me
I
feel better.
forgot to turn the volume down, and our characters keep talking. I was like, bro, this is so distracting. Why do they keep talking while we're in photo mode? Like, I get they have the dialogue from when they stand still too long, but we're in photo mode. Cancel that shit. Also, forgot I was gonna do like this whole thing for the stream. And now I'm getting a fucking phone call. What the hell?
You're getting a phone call. What the heck? That's crazy.
Okay, sorry about that. It's fucking random spam call, I'm assuming. Like, I answered and they literally didn't say anything. I don't say anything first to unknown numbers and shit like that. Because a lot of times nowadays, because all the new AI stuff, they're just trying to get your voice so they can fucking make you say things you'd never actually said.
Mm.
And you gotta be careful with all that. But, anyway, as I was saying, like, I just, like, the way they had Argonian set up, you basically could be, like, mainly just a healer. So, like, they were, like, really good at healing. So that's kind of like their whole setup. And I didn't like that at all.
Mhm.
Because I always make a Argonian named Lizardi Puff Daddy. This has been his thing since, like, beginning. He sells skooma. Bro's the Elder Scrolls drug dealer, bro. It's been his thing. Well, sells everything, really, not just skooma, sleeping tree sap, all that good stuff, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But, oh, we game earlier. Yeah, chilling cat's cool, you right. This guy.
What?
Earlier he asked, "Is like any cool nerds around here?" I was like, "Yeah, there's a couple of them." And he's like, "Yeah, chilling
Yeah.
cat's cool, you right." Throwing shade at me for no reason. Crazy word. But yeah, no, I think it'd be really cool if they did make an Elder Scrolls game because, like, even though, like, for example, Elder Scrolls Online wasn't like the way I expected it to go as an Elder Scrolls game, the fucking stories in that game are cool as fuck. And they have like some really cool cutscenes in the game that like they did very good on. Like there's this one where like the party of heroes, like the little default party of heroes, is fighting this one guy in this like badass armor and like this fucking choreography and stuff they had set up for the fight was just really fucking clean, bro. It was probably one of the better fights I've ever seen in really anything, to be honest. Like anime movies, anything like that. Like they set it up really good, and I was like, so if they could get this shit going on Fallout like they do, we fucking like we've had Game of Thrones and all this other shit. There should be no reason we can't get like a badass Elder Scrolls. I mean, hell, we got The Witcher, we got all kinds of other stuff. Like, you know, and Prime Video, obviously, y'all be getting hella viewers with the Fallout show. I'm just saying, you know, hit up Bethesda and be like, so what about doing an Elder Scrolls series? Well, it might be a little harder to do, because, like, Fallout, you know, you get different stories starting with different locations and things like that, right? And having the different vaults have different experiments. Like, it's a lot easier to just come up with some random shit and being like, alright, this is now part of the lore. And it doesn't fuck with any of the other lore, so it fits. Versus Elder Scrolls, you gotta fucking pick a time period, you gotta, you know, like, it's gonna be a lot harder. But that being said, I would love them to do, like, a series of, like, Uriel Septim's reign in fucking Tamriel or something, like pre-Oblivion, you know what I mean? Because that's something that they could have a little bit of freedom with, but still, like, keep it actively in the lore of Elder Scrolls, you know? Without having to worry about fucking it up too bad. Because it's like, it's a period of time where, like, we have some knowledge of, but not a lot of knowledge, so, like, they could fill in the spaces. Or even, like, you know, just have an Elder Scrolls series that maybe takes you through all the lands that we've been through, you know?
Oh, no, right? Yeah.
Or maybe one we haven't seen yet. High Rock. You know? Shit like that. You know, there's possibilities.
Make
for
seasons
sure.
of specific Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first season will be the first Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. I could do that, but
All the way
that
up
would
to
be a little more
5.
challenging because people would be, like, a lot pickier about that. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And honestly, if they did that, though, they could start with Elder Scrolls Online because it takes place before all the other Elder Scrolls games. Technically, in the timeline, Elder Scrolls Online is the first. It's like way back in the past compared to everything else. Like, that's why, like, their big PvP mode is Cyrodiil, right? And you literally have the whole map of Cyrodiil, like everywhere we went in Oblivion, right? And that's your PvP battlefield, is that entire map. And you have 3 factions in a literal war. Like, you got trebuchets and all kinds of shit you can set up. You actually take down castle walls, fucking capture keeps, and all kinds of shit. Fucking battering ram down front gates and stuff. Like, there's all kinds of things you can do. You can even just go through and, like, infiltrate and, like, stealth kill people on the enemy teams and stuff. I had a lot of people that used to do that. I had one bow build actually set up so I could just, like, when we would be, like, getting one of our keeps attacked, I could just get up on the top and just fucking snipe people. I had something called the Hawkeye set that would, like, let you zoom your bow farther and then, like, give you, like, this... I don't know if they've readjusted it since then. At the time, you had, like, a distance-based damage multiplier and shit like that. And it would add a lot of damage to your bows. And poison.
Yeah.
Can't forget poison. Yeah. Yeah. So I just fucking be poison sniping people. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. And then, you'd have, like, big group combats, too. Like, where there'd just be, like...
Yeah.
What they would call a Zerg, right? Where basically, like, a group of fucking 10 to fucking 20 people would just all stay together and just fucking run through the map. And just fucking wipe shit out. And then the most fun battles is when two Zergs would collide. Because then it'd be like an actual fucking, like, war. And, like, that premise I fucking loved about the game. And that's really the main thing I miss about it. But otherwise, like, all the other shit I had to do and fight through, it's just, over time, just made me not really want to play it anymore. Because it was too much. It just felt like I said, it felt like they balanced it too much. And every time they quote-unquote balanced it, it felt more unbalanced. It's like they didn't actually ever balance anything, and they just changed what sets were good and what sets were bad. You know?
Yeah.
So, that was crazy. But anyway, we got way off on the tangent, because talking about Elder Scrolls. Let's freaking finish up this Fallout thing. So, Norm, is dealing with all those people he woke up from the vault, right? Well, he doesn't have to deal with them anymore, because when they were trying to take him out, they opened an elevator shaft, and a fuck ton of rad roaches came out and murdered everybody. And his ending part is him putting the one person out of the whole group that was nice to him, right? Actually, like, carrying her off on, like, this, like, little, I don't know if it was, like, a wagon. I don't know where the hell he got this thing, actually. It was, like, a fucking sled wagon hybrid thing that he had her on top of. Like, it had wheels and shit, but, like, it didn't have, like, a normal wagon body. You know what I mean? And he had that shit strapped to himself. Like, it looked like one of those strongman straps, like, where you see him, like, trying to pull, like, a fucking truck or something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had one of those attached to his chest, with his little tiny chest, because the actor for that guy is really... You've seen Norm, he's real skinny,
Mm-hmm.
So it looked so awkward to see him pull that shit, but at the same time, I was like, he said he's going to take her to see her house. Or whatever again, so I don't know if she's gonna die, or if, like, season 3 is gonna be about them, trying to survive the wasteland together, or what. Like, if he's gonna be able to successfully help her. They just kind of left that very ambiguous, and that being in the last episode just made me feel like, man, I was just waiting the whole time to see what happens with him, and then they just left me with more questions at the end of this one than I had fucking last season. Season 1, it's like every time they get you really invested in his storyline, and then they just kind of cut away from it for a long while. And then they drip feeding you. So I have a feeling that in either season 3 or 4, possibly, his particular storyline might take off a little more than the others. Because, like, right now it kind of seems like the main characters are Maximus, Lucy, and the Ghoul. Like, they get the most screen time, those 3. I don't really know which one. I'd have to go through and, like, fucking time it and everything like that, just to figure out which one of them gets the most screen time, right? And if you don't count whenever he's in the past as Howard Cooper, right, it's pretty even-ish, like, appearance-wise, between Lucy, the Ghoul, and Maximus, right? Mm-hmm. And the only thing that could stray me away as him being the main character is the fact that he's the only one that we get these, like, continuous, like, other story side of him. But also, I like how Walton Goggins does the thing, because, like, he even said himself, he doesn't view the Ghoul and Howard Cooper as the same person anymore, because, like, he became basically like somebody else. Like, it was good that he still knows who he is, right? And he's, like, had to use that to be, like, his will to live. Like, he had to tell himself, like, my name is Howard Cooper, all this stuff. But fucking to keep himself from going feral. But he still doesn't, like, he's like he's a separate person now, And it makes me wonder how it's going to be if he does actually finally find his family, which I suspect they're going to be with the Enclave, personally. I did see somebody say something interesting. I kind of hope they don't go down this route, but it does seem like something possible. Paralleling Fallout 4, because, you go to find, your wife or husband, depending if you pick the male or female character, and your baby, right? And then when you finally find them, they're a fucking old man.
You just find the kid.
Yeah, well, and you don't even find the kid. You find, you find your kid technically, but they're not a kid anymore. They're just old, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing was like they think that it's gonna parallel Fallout 4, and that when he finds them, that either his wife is either dead or still frozen or something like that, and that they unfroze his daughter, and that like she's high up in the Enclave, right, and that she's an old lady now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, I hope they don't do that. Because I feel like that kind of, like, I don't know. Like, I definitely see them unfreezing her and her being older, but I hope she's not, like, an old lady. Like, I hope we get more time with her, because then it's going to be just like when you find your son at the Institute, where you either have to kill him or he's going to die anyway because he's too fucking old. It's like whether you kill him or not, like, your son's days are numbered when you find him, finally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bro's ancient by that point. So, that really has me wondering what they're going to actually end up doing with that. Like I said, I really hope they don't go that route, but at the same time, it would be pretty interesting. And I'm curious how, like, the Enclave's going to get pulled in. Because I feel like they're going to really be a big part of Season 3. And hopefully we get to see some fucking Enclave power armor. To be real, out of all the power armors have been pretty cool they've been showing. The Enclave power armors have always been my favorite from the Fallout series. Like, I think they look cool as fuck. And I'm ready to see one live action. Oh, also we get the reveal of a Liberty Prime Alpha, whatever the fuck that is. Fucking, this elder guy pulls out some scrolls, and he says, it's the death of, whatever his name is, the Savior, and the birth of the Destroyer. And then he pulls out the plans for fucking Liberty Prime Alpha. It's like, whoa. So is that going to be something we see getting built in Season 3, or are we going to see it actually come into action in Season 3? So they left a lot of openings up, for sure. And I left out some other details, right? But it's just so you still got some surprises along the way, as you watch the show. But the Maximus part gets resolved with, he takes out quite a few of the death claws, but he ends up getting fucked up pretty bad because, well, first off, he finds out there's fucking rocket launchers on the power armor, which made me even more disappointed that it's just a skin in Fallout 76 and that you don't actually get any functionality from it. Like, they should have just made that a full power armor that you can make. That, like, would fucking, like, shoot rockets or something like that. Or that you could, like, attach a missile launcher to with, like, an attachment or something. But, nope, we just get a fucking skin of a really cool power armor. But all the fucking people of Freestar started betting on how long he was going to take to die, right? So Thaddeus has to be all fucking like, you know what? I bet 500 caps that he ain't going to die. And they're like, you ain't got no 500 caps on you. He pulls this fucking, like, strap that he had on his shirt. And when he pulls that shit, a fuck ton of caps just come pouring out of his pant leg. I was like, damn. He's like, yeah, I used to make money for a living. It's like, bro, that's crazy work. But, so he ends up helping Maximus at some point because he manages to get on the roof, and he uses his foot, actually, to aim the gun, since he only has one arm now. So I thought that was pretty cool. But the problem was, like, he only had one arm, so after he fucking fired the shot, he couldn't figure out how to reload. And you think Maximus is about to die because he crawls out of the power armor because it's all fucked up, and he gets over to this pile of trash and pulls up a fucking pool cue and a roulette table, and he's holding it like a shield and a spear, right? waiting for this fucking death claw to come at him. And that's when one of the townsfolk's like, oh, he was just a kid? We need to get out there and help him. And everybody's like, nah, we ain't doing that shit. You fucking go out there by yourself. We ain't helping him, right? So you think Maximus is gonna fucking die. And that's when it cuts to a fucking NCR Ranger with a 50 cal sniper rifle. And he just fucking blows the head off one of the death claws. So I was like, oh shit, son. Right? And I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's Courier 6, that's Courier 6. I was like, no. That's literally just some random NCR Ranger. If it was Courier 6, I'm pretty sure they'd do, like, more distinct patterns on his armor and stuff like that. He'd probably be wearing the one armor that's, like, kind of customized for him and different than all the others, has the numbers wiped and shit, that you find in the, Lonesome Road DLC or whatever the hell it was called, when we fight Ulysses. Alright. But after that, fucking the old lady from the NCR and like a whole army of NCR show up and to fucking help him. They're like, hey, we'll take this from here. Right. And Macaulay Culkin also is the new Kaisar, as they call it, you know. Even though it's totally Caesar, but they don't say it right. They call it Kaisar. Even though it's still spelt exactly like Caesar, but whatever. But he finds the body of the original Kaisar from Fallout New Vegas, since he's all fucking toasty and dead. And he pulls the note out of his pocket and it says, I am the Legion, it dies with me. So he fucking eats the note and stabs the other guy that was with him. Right? And he fucking takes the crown off his head. He's the new Kaisar. I was like, hell yeah, bro, ain't home alone no more. Bro's got an army. And they made a fucking great joke. They're like, we're gonna make, you know, New Vegas our dynasty. We're gonna make it our palace. Kaisar's palace. I was like, oh, wow. Caesar's palace joke. Wow. Because that's actually a place in actual Las Vegas. Caesar's palace. I feel like that's interesting. But they also show both armies approaching the city, right? And they don't show them fighting, so I'm hoping that in Season 3 they don't just cut out of New Vegas altogether. That, like, we start off where Lucy and Maximus are, because they're now both back together in New Vegas, right? After everything that happened. And I kind of hope we get to see that fucking big clash between Caesar's Legion and the NCR. Like, I really want to see that so bad.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And last thing we get is because the ghoul had left Mr. House on the Pip-Boy down in the fucking vault, we learned that he can, like, change where he is broadcasting from, basically, or I guess, I don't know, he's like a living AI now. He can just, like, transform himself through things, but his shit said no signal, and it has Lucy and Maximus out looking out the window, looking at Caesar's Legion approaching New Vegas, and then you can see off in the back side, the computer screen that said no signal starts flickering in and out, and it starts showing his face again. So it makes me wonder if he's going to transfer into Lucy's Pip-Boy.
Who knows?
Because he still is dead set on stopping the Enclave, and he thought the ghoul was going to help him, but the ghoul, the moment he saw his family wasn't in those cryopods, he took the Pip-Boy off and he said, yep, this ain't my job. Fucking walk the fuck off. I was like, damn, bro. He said, you helped me find my family, but also, fuck you, they weren't there. You know what I mean? So, I'm definitely curious how they're going to go down with that. And also, I've seen all kinds of theories about Thaddeus basically turning into the Master from, like, Fallout 1 or 2. I don't remember which one he was in. This, like, weird little mutant guy that had, like, a fucking TV screen inside him. But I think he's turning into a centaur. Which, if you don't remember what those are those weird mutants that you'd usually find in super mutant camps that, like, they, like, crawl around on all fours, like they got 4 legs and, like, a fat Jabba the Hutt, like, slug body, but then, like, their head is humanoid, except for it's got 3 fucking long-ass tongues coming out of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Kinda.
Like, have you seen them in a Fallout game before? They were They were in 3 a lot, and I believe they're... No, I don't think they are in 76. But I know they're also in New Vegas in 3, though. They're in both of those games.
Hmm.
And I don't remember if they're in 4 or not. But I think he's turning into one of those because, like, at some point, he gets this thing that grows on his neck that, I shit you not, looks like a fucking mutated vagina with teeth. Or, like, a fucked up mouth. But the way it's shaped, that's the first thing I thought of. It's just a toothy vagina. Like a vagina with teeth on the outside of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was freaky looking. But he has that growing on his neck now. And I think that's going to spread up and across his mouth, and he's going to get the 3 tongues thing going on. Because also one of his arms fall off, and the big thing about centaurs is they don't have any arms. So I think that shit's going to spread across up his neck and across his mouth, and then I think that he's going to lose his other arm at some point. And he's just going to fucking slowly change into this thing. This is why you don't take mystery serums, by the way, kids. From guys you traded... Shady guys you traded fusion cores to. He's like, yeah, this will heal you, totally. Bro, if you don't know what it is, don't inject it. Like, you just trust this guy, and yeah, I mean, to be fair, he did heal. But then he got immediately, not that long after, shot in the neck by a fucking arrow, and that's why they thought he was turning into a ghoul. Because the arrow just went through his neck, and he didn't die. He just kind of had some neck holes now. And he's like, looks like he's like half ghoul, but it's just that thing's forming on his neck and then him losing the arm. That's the big things that made me be like, oh, bro's not a ghoul. He's slowly turning into a fucking centaur. It's gonna be fucking crazy looking. And I really hope that is the route he goes down, because I'd love to see one of those in live action. Those things are so creepy looking. And they did so good with the death claws. I bet they would do amazing with that. Because their death claws look so fucking good, bro. And that pretty much closes all of that, really. Which anime you want to start talking about first? Let's get at these.
Any one of them.
Unless you had like a TV show or anything you wanted to talk about.
I don't.
No. All right. Well, fucking. Let's start off with Sentenced to be a Hero, then, I guess. Because I feel like a little more hyped stuff happened in the other ones. This one was another kind of like, up until the end, it was a very chill episode, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do like how those miner guys that they saved previous episodes, or the episode before last, show back up, and like they're all wanting to help, and Xylo's trying to turn them away and stuff. And then the fucking bro, the fucking king guy, who I can't remember his name because they don't say it anymore. They just call him His Majesty. So I'm like, bro, what is his name? I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the episode because the one time they say his name. But I love how all of them just feed into his delusion. They're like, His Majesty's here, and he starts giving them the fucking speech, and they're like, yeah, His Majesty, His Majesty. They're just fucking droning out on him, bro. Bro's probably my favorite character right now, for sure. Just because like he is so goddamn delusional, it's hilarious. And the fact that he must have rolled a fucking 20 on charisma, because this motherfucker just talks everybody into anything, and he's the only person that Vietnam can't talk out of things. Like, bro just out charismas them every time.
I hate this planet.
And I love that.
Granted, I hate this
We get introduced to a new character that I'm curious what your thoughts on him are. What do you think about Sav?
Sav?
Yeah.
Let's call him Sav in English.
Oh,
like
okay.
him. He's gotta be one of my favorites.
Yeah. Fucking, no, like, what do you think about, like, how he became a hero and all that stuff?
Oh. Damn.
Do you remember?
Little.
Okay, so they had him sitting at a table and they were reading off all his crimes about the 8 people he killed. And he says, hold on, I'm an honest guy. There was 12 people. That's 50% more than what you're trying to charge me for. I was like, this fucking motherfucker. He's like, hold up, you got my kill count wrong, first off. It was a bigger number.
Yep.
And he had no remorse for that shit. And they asked him, "How do you pick the people you kill?" Oh, basically, if I don't like them or I don't care about them, they're really easy to kill. But like, if the more I learn about them, then I'll be like, "Oh no, they have a wife and a fucking kids at home. I can't kill that guy." I was like, this dude is literally fucking crazy. And he just wants to murder things. Like, man, he tried to pick a fight with those fucking prisoners, right? And he was getting ready to stab the one guy, and then fucking the other guy he ends up, or no, the one guy he was about to stab I think was a Holy Knight. That's right, earlier.
Yeah.
And they got him to back away because Xylo actually stopped him from stabbing that motherfucker in the neck.
Come on, Xylo.
Bro, like, just let him stab him, bro.
For real.
You know, but then he shoots the arm off of that one guy. And I get Xylo's position, like, bro, we're supposed to be getting these people to help us. You fucking shooting one of their arms off is not helping us at all.
They're the one who started it, so.
But, to be fair, he does say, like, I appreciate what you did, and I agree with what you did, but we can't do this right now, you know? Like, we need as many bodies as we can because we gotta protect this fortress against this giant-ass army of fairies coming at us and a fucking demon lord. And we also now know that apparently they have humans working for them that aren't mutated? What? Like, they were riding those freaky mutant horse things and they had fire arrows. What the fuck is going on with that? Like, are they possessed or something? Like, that's crazy work. Or is there, like, a cult that, like, makes these demon lords or something? I have a feeling that, the reason they covered up the goddess that Xylo had to kill because she was turning into a demon lord, right? The goddess demon lord. Freaking, I think they wanted her to turn into a demon lord on purpose. I think they set up that whole thing, and then when Xylo fucking stopped her from turning into a demon lord, they fucking were like, oh, none of that shit ever happened. You're a fucking traitor. You killed this bitch. How dare you? You know? So, like, he you know, I'm getting more sympathetic toward him the more I find out about this shit, because bro got big screwed. And, yeah, you know, I get his thing, but I really think he should have accepted those 2,000 soldiers. But also, it's probably better that he didn't, because I feel like they would send those 2,000 soldiers in to die and then blame him for it. You know, because, like, everything seems to be coming back on him. But, what did you think about fucking Sab's abilities?
They're cool. I think they're cool.
Yeah. Like, that he can fucking, like, telescope eyes through apparently anything that's shaped like a circle.
Yeah.
Like, even his fingers, he can just freaking make a circle. But then his sight on his fucking sniper is literally just a metal ring.
Yeah.
And also, it's not a traditional sniper, guys. Like, when he pulled this shit out, I was like, oh, damn, bro's got a spear? What the hell kind of shit does he do? And then he fucking starts aiming that shit like a gun. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck kind of spear is this? Apparently a spear that fucking shoots magic laser sniper bullets. Like, the shits are high powered, too, and his is specially, specially attuned by His Majesty to do more damage and consume less ammo?
Yeah.
Crazy fucking work, bro. It's like, you mean to tell me he just made that shit 100% more efficient? Like, yeah, so you can fire more often and your shots are more powerful. And bro never misses, apparently. I'm actually going to have to rewatch that episode because I don't like that they had, you know, I'm watching it in Japanese, so, like, they had the subtitles for Dota and Sav talking at the top, and then they had Kiva and freaking Xylo's conversation at the bottom. So, like, I kind of had to choose which one of those to focus on more. So, obviously, I went with the more forefront conversation between Kiva
That's another reason
and
why
Xylo.
I watch anime in English.
Yeah. Yeah, I prefer the voice acting from Japanese, though. It always, most of the time, sounds better, and then they also don't fuck up pronunciations of words. So that's my main thing. But
Hey, Japanese said to Americanize it. So that's on their fault.
Well, really, they it's the fault of the companies, not them, because like the companies could bring in a fucking translator and show them how to pronounce things. Like it's not hard. Like you just need one guy, but y'all too cheap to even hire that one guy that help people pronounce things. And that's why you always get like these weird mistranslations and stuff, though. But I do like some of the flares that they do for some of the English dubs and like some line changes. Like I'll always hold that up. Fucking Dragon Ball and One Piece have some of the best lines in their English dubs compared to the Japanese. Although that does change when you get into later parts of One Piece because, in the early parts of One Piece in Japanese, Luffy doesn't really cuss, and friggin' the English dub he cusses his ass off. And then, when you get later, it's like they both just cuss now. It's whatever. It's like they made it where there's less room for them to have translation errors, basically. There's more one-to-one on the lines. But very, very little changes, which I'm okay with. But then, you also have moments where, like, sometimes the people whose voice they pick for English dubs, I just can't fucking stand their voice. Same thing happens in Japanese, though, too. Like, I can't, like, I like Masako, but I can't take her seriously in the serious fights when she's adult Goku. Like, when he's supposed to be angry, it doesn't, I don't know. I don't get the proper vibe. It doesn't sound like how I feel like Goku would sound like. But that being said, I love how she has the country mannerisms on how he talks because Goku's basically a country bumpkin. So I love how she pronounces things and how she talks as Goku. And I love her as Kid Goku. Like, the voice actually fits with Kid Goku. But the moment it went back to adult Goku, it's just like, ugh. I don't know, I just can't rock with it. Plus, the lines aren't quite as badass either, because we don't get I'm not gonna let you destroy my world, Sean Schimmel going off, fucking tearing vocal cords and shit,
Yeah.
Like, bro goes hard as Goku, and I appreciate that. Although he also thinks it's weird that they're reanimating Super, but he's he's cool though. he's like, man, I'm getting paid for that at least, so that's all right. It's just weird to me that they're gonna go through and redo all of the stuff we already did. He just the only thing he's looking forward to him about is that he was told that they're gonna be adding in like scenes that were in the manga that weren't in the original adaptations anime wise, and that they're gonna like cut a lot of the filler stuff. So he's like, all right, at least there'll be some new things. Like, it's not gonna be like he's just repeating the same lines again, because I can see how that gets old. Because you think about it, he does the lines for the anime and the games, and all their little special English promo stuff, and the movies, and it's just like there's a lot of that, especially with the games. A lot of repeating the same old lines over and over and over and over and over again. It's like, oh, making another Dragon Ball game? Come say the same shit you said before. We'll make it sound good. Maybe even make it sound better than before. It just fucking... Like, I can see how that could be tiring, Because, like, you just repeat. It's like, man, can I get some new lines? Can we do some new stuff? So, he's really excited to do the dubbing for the Moro part. He's less excited to do the dubbing for the redos. He like he said, he knew they were coming, but he doesn't understand why. They were coming. I was like, I understand why, and I'm here for it. But I also get your point, because it's like, bro, I already did this before. Why am I doing this again? It's just, bro, just think. I was like, you just gotta think about it like Dragon Ball Z Kai. You're gonna come in, do the same shit with a little bit of changes. Little changes here and there. And better animation quality. From the little teaser they gave us, this shit looks like it's far better animation quality than the first rendition. Hell, it looks like it's better animation quality than the movie. Which is really surprising. That's not normally something they do in Dragon Ball. Usually the movies look so much better than the anime. So, That's gonna be interesting. And speaking of things feeling like movies, I hate/love that we still get animation during the credits for a sentence to be a hero. But every time it makes me feel like I'm watching the beginning of an anime movie because of the way they do the credits. But I know it's the end, so like I know I'm disappointed. But it's like it's very distracting. I'm trying to watch all this action go down, and you got fucking all these people who helped work on the show's names popping up randomly all over the screen. You know? It's like, bro, I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on. And it's like, what if I wanted to know what these people are? You mean I gotta rewind and read the credits off the screen too? You know what I mean? It's just all kinds of fucking not cool, really. And speaking of Japanese versus English dub stuff, I hadn't experienced this problem, but for some people using Crunchyroll, they went to go watch the new Fire Force episode, and it told them, do you want to switch to English dub? The Japanese dub isn't available. And the first thing that caught me was like, bro, what do you mean Japanese dub? It's not a dub, it's the original audio. A dubbing is whenever you take something that's not the original audio and you put it over it. So, why are you calling it a Japanese dub? And also, why is it not available? It happened first. If you have the English one, where's the Japanese one? But I didn't have that issue. I went on and let me watch the Japanese one just fine. So, maybe it's just a glitch in their server. Who knows? You know, that shit do be crashing all the time. Like, they kind of need to do something about that, because, like, as many times I've heard about Crunchyroll fucking getting crashed because of, like, a whole bunch of people coming to watch one really hyped episode. It is ridiculous. That shit happens at least 4 or 5 times a year. Like, I'm glad I don't watch this shit when the episodes first come out, like, the same exact day, because of this, for sure. But, like, if I wanted to, that would be some ass that I'd have to deal with the fucking app crashing just to watch it. You know?
Yeah.
And then, freaking, speaking of that, let's just go get into the Fire Force thing, because we pretty much covered everything in the episode. Except for those two, we did forget about 2 heroes. Forgot 2 heroes. There's 2 heroes they named that they tried to get to come help them.
2 heroes, you forgot the goddess, and...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Torita getting fucking jealous, because she's like, 7 head pats! Yeah. 7 head pats in one day! I haven't got one! Ever! She's like, I'm not even asking for the 7 that she got. I'm not even asking for half of that. Just 1! 1 head pat!
I like that one goddess than Torita.
Oh yeah, you like how she looks?
Why, but it's just her design, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that's that goth design, isn't it? It's like that dark fucking goth design she's got. I wonder what her ability is. I think she might be the lightning one, because they're talking about all those different ones before, and they had them kind of like semi-silhouetted.
I think she's the poison one.
I think she's the poison one. That could be, because she kind of had those like, what would you even call those things? Like, not quite tentacles, but like.
I didn't even see like, tentacles.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're not tentacles. It's like, I guess tendrils would probably be a better word. Those long things that were coming off her.
The fucking what?
Tendrils.
I didn't even see those.
You did not see the crazy black long things that were coming off her body.
No, I did not.
Like, she had them coming out of the collar, her neck, and everything.
Oh, then I wasn't really paying attention then.
Yeah, like she had them all over. Like, but I wonder who this guy that she's freaking pacted to, because apparently he sounds like a badass. So I wonder if we're gonna get to see him fight soon, or if like, because they were all leaving that town or that fucking fortress or whatever, right? Like, did they just pack up her and him and just like, nah, y'all fucked, bro, we gone. Demon, like, we're taking a goddess off the battlefield, you know, because that's smart. And then the other 2 heroes, apparently one of them just it volunteered to be a hero, which is crazy, but he just always ignores them every time they call for help. So it's like, well, what does bro do then? Like, bro became a hero on purpose, which is insane to me because being a hero in their world is just ass, right? Bro was like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna become one of those on purpose. I didn't even commit a crime. Just fucking put that magic bomb collar on my neck. Let's go. That to me is wild. Okay. And then the other guy just fucking was like, nah, fighting all that shit's beneath me. Like, bro, how fucking, like, how pompous can you be that, like, you're literally a criminal that was sentenced to fucking do these jobs, but you're like, nah, that shit's beneath me. Like, bro, I don't think anything's beneath you right now. You're according to their law, the lowest of low criminals. What the fuck? So I'm hoping that the guy from the intro with the dragon is the one that just doesn't answer them, and not the fucking pompous guy. Although it would make a lot of sense. It's like, bro, I got a fucking dragon. No, I ain't, like, fucking find me something harder to fight. Yeah. So, fucking, like, I am curious when we're gonna finally get introduced to those two, for sure. And the other freaking hero that they were talking about, the one that was on loan that they were supposed to be calling in. Where the hell is he? You know? Like, we got 3 mystery heroes out here, and one of them's supposed to be showing up. So where's this guy? All we got right now is we got a fucking psychotic murderer who's also a fucking amazing sniper, right? A fucking thief, a very petty thief, all right? A delusional guy who thinks he's the king of everything. A guy who got his whole life screwed over. And then a con artist. While that is an interesting team, like, only 2 of those guys are really good at... Oh, wait, and we got a fucking Dark Souls character ripoff. That's right. I forgot to add him in there. Dark Souls default character. Who's a badass. But, like, other than him, Xylo, and His Majesty... The other ones can't really fight. Like, Sniper Bro's just good for fucking assassinating shit. But, like, as a long-term fight, I don't think he's gonna do good. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then for fucking, the Thief Kid, like, we haven't really seen him kill much of anything. Like, what's he gonna do? Fucking... What's he gonna steal from the fairies? They don't have anything to steal. Like... Was he gonna go do fucking steal some bombs from another fucking group again or something? Like, you know, fuck them over again? And then, I think it's weird that they patched up His Majesty, but then they like, yeah, fuck sewing his leg back on. Like, we'll just fucking put a hunk of wood there. He'll be fine. Like, what the fuck, man? You got anything you wanted to add? By the way?
Let's see. Not really.
I think that other goddess's, the other goddess's handler, I think he's kind of creepy. Like, bro just gave me creeper vibes. Like a Catholic priest. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me them real creepy vibes. Freaking, out of all the heroes we've been introduced so far, who's your favorite?
Zav.
Zav? Because he's murdery?
He's just cool.
Yeah.
He's the coolest one out of all of them.
Is it the sniper? Like, why? What makes him the coolest to you? That's what
I
I'm
don't know.
wondering.
Something about him.
Little details. Like, is it his personality? Is it the weapons? Is it his ability? Is it all of that combined?
All of it.
All of it. Alright, I respect that. I like his personality, for sure. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. Like, my favorite line of his was that whole, you know, whoa, 8 guys, hold the fuck up. I killed 12. Like, that was fucking great to me. I fucking was laughing so hard at that part. That and the fucking king part, like when he showed up, and those miners were just immediately like, His Majesty! Like, bro, they were celebrating. Like, they will follow this man anywhere. Like, they're wasting his potential just keeping him as a hero like that. Obviously, this man was meant to lead armies, because he's got fucking the charisma like crazy, but he's my favorite so far. Freaking, Xylo's climbing in the ranks, right?
I still hate Xylo.
He's every episode I'm liking him more and more. Like, he's showing more personality traits that I can get in line with as the story goes. But freaking, my second favorite character would probably have to be Sav, though, now. Because of that. Before Sav, it was Vietnam, because bro got that fucking persuasion skills. I was like, bro's a suave bastard. He ain't got nothing on His Majesty, but he's a suave bastard. that part where he's just like, okay, and what else do you want, Xylo? And then he kept telling him more things. He's like, and? He's like, come on, bro. I'm pretty sure I can milk whatever we need out of these guys. Get this job done, you know? And I'm pretty sure he only wanted to change that rule about they all blow up if one of them runs away so he could personally run away and leave all the rest of them to do the fighting. But, he got dropped down a peg after freaking they introduced Sav's crazy ass. So, that's my current standing would be His Majesty, Sav, Vietnam, Xylo, fucking, it also starts with a T, was it Takutsu, whatever, the fucking Dark Souls guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that guy. And then at the bottom is Dota. I don't like Dota. I don't like him at all. He just, there's like, nothing about him is just like, it's not that he's a bad character, it's just nothing about him draws me to the character, you know? It's just like, okay, he's just a thief. Like, can we give him some personality outside of being a thief? Like, all we ever see him do is steal shit and cause trouble. Because of the shit that he stole. So, I don't like that whole little loop. Like, hopefully we get some backstory or something from him. That'd be fucking cool. Alright, so next up on our list, you gonna go Fire Force or JJK?
Go Fire Force.
Fire Force? Oh, dude. I fucking loved this episode of Fire Force. I was so mad at the ending, though, because it ended, though. Like, the only reason I was mad is because it ended. I was like, bro, no, don't stop the fight there. I wanted to see more. But hey, it looks like we're about to get a fucking fight that lasts longer than one episode finally again. So that's a plus side, but freaking, so we start off finding out that not only did freaking Shinra disappear, but so did Sister Iris and Sho and all the other pillars, minus Hamura for some reason, and the old lady, whose name I still don't remember, fucking nun lady. Like, I'm probably never going to remember her name, mostly because I don't really like her as a character, to be honest. Like, I'm surprised I know Hamura's name, because I don't like her either, but they say it enough that it's kind of hard not to know her name. Her name gets said fucking 3-4 times an episode. It's like, alright, I feel like they know people don't like her. But, we now have confirmation that the thing that freaking Shinra killed was the real Raffles the First. That's crazy work. Like, how is he alive somehow?
To say that now and again.
You know?
Just in case.
And then freaking, that freaky thing that I thought was a statue is actually, damn it, I just had his name on the tip of my tongue. The guy that could transform into people. Apparently that's what he really looks like, some freaking weird alien thing with 3 eyes. That are fucking vertical instead of horizontal. Slanted. So it's just really weird thing that like I said, I thought was a statue, but apparently he's like an alien deity thing. I don't fucking know what the hell he is. Yeah, he's something for sure. And that form we saw of him before apparently wasn't even his real form either. Because apparently this is it. This fucking whatever the hell it is. Right? But we find out that the whole reason that they set up Shinra like that is because apparently they knew that Shinra is like the chosen hero person or whatever, like that was supposed to stop them, basically, and if the world views him as a devil, then he can never be a hero or whatever, so they think. Anyway, because according to Show, don't give up helping my brother, because this ain't gonna set him back, apparently. I like how about helping Shinra Show is now that he learned about their past. Right? Like, bro's just 100% on board, like, nah, my brother is the fucking hero, first up, bro. Y'all don't know. Like, you ever been kicked faster than the speed of light? I have. My brother did that shit. So, like, and also I feel like just because like there's those few people that still view Shinra as a hero, I think that's gonna be enough to stop him from like getting turned into a devil. Because with the whole Great Cataclysm thing, the unified thoughts of humanity fucking changed the shape of the world, which is crazy fucking work. Like, if that happened to our world, I would be scared, to be honest, because like the collective thoughts of humanity would make this a very weird place. Freaky place. But we go in and we have Squad 8 heading toward Amaterasu, because according to Vulcan, he believes that the switch to activating the Great Cataclysm is inside of Amaterasu, and that's why Giovanni wanted the key to Amaterasu, right? And so they're storming the as Arthur put it, his castle, Camelot. Apparently, Arthur thinks Amaterasu's Camelot. And they convince Ogun to come with them. And we get some cool little backstory of some shit we didn't know about Ogun. Like, apparently, Ogun was the first person to really befriend Shinra. While everybody was calling him a devil and shit, Ogun was like, nah, bro, you want to be a hero? We need people like you. And then freaking him, Arthur, and Shinra just like became really good friends that day. He's like, you're a little weird because you smile when you're upset, and you're fucking crazy because you think you're actually a knight. But I think we're gonna be best friends. And I'm about it, bro. He's a good personality. But then we find out the reason why he's like that is because his ancestor was a ship captain during the original Great Cataclysm, and he brought people from every nationality, Noah's Ark style, on his boat. Didn't give a fuck if you were rich, poor, what your race was, anything. And like he would entertain them with like reggae and like little everything's gonna be all right, And freaking he took them all to Japan where they could be safe. And freaking the reason Ogun became a Fire Force soldier is because he wants to live up to the ideal of his ancestor and protect all the people that he brought over. He feels like the lives of all those people are on his shoulders. Which I thought that was fucking cool. Right?
Yep.
And so, we're going on, and they freaking come across that army of infernals, and the goddamn Charon and creepy fucking necromancer chick shows up. Pyro necromancy chick over here fucking combining infernals into monstrosities and shit. And then Charon just being a monstrosity on his own. Bro's a fucking insane beast, But we get Arrow and Captain Himwa showing off. She's showing off all her cool, like, 3rd-gen pyromancy techniques more than Himwa's just like, bro, check out what I can do with a fucking shotgun. I was not expecting that, but when he pulled out that shotgun, I knew something was about to go down. For sure. It's like, he ain't used one of those yet. Hold up. At first, I thought he was just gonna, like, use his ricochet control to, like, maybe take out a whole group with a single shot, like bouncing them through their heads or something. I was not expecting the giant cannon blast that came out the end of that shit. I was like, oh shit, bro, why didn't you use those before? Because apparently you can make multiple shots without having to switch barrels. Unlike the fucking rifle shit you were doing, which was also really badass, but like, bro took out like half a fucking city block with a single shot. Like, I thought the shit she was doing was pretty impressive and badass because she like did that whole raining arrow thing, but I was like, nah, bro, he showed her up. Like, she had to fucking combine a bunch of arrows and spin them and shoot them in the air. All bro did was point and pull a trigger. Like, you know how much faster that shit was and how much more devastating it was? That shit was fucking crazy, dude. Right? And then, we get Sharon finally coming in to, like, come at him, and, you know, they're all freaking out, and that's when fucking Ogun's like, nah, bro, let me collide punches with you in my base form, which kind of gave me hope, because, like, he was actually putting the hands on Sharon at first, you know, and I was like, oh, damn, we about to get some badass hand-to-hand fight, right? But nah, apparently Sharon was just caught off guard a little bit, and that's why he got those punches landed on him. Because after that, he just immediately just starts beating Ogun's ass, like, really bad, and, you know, Ogun finally freaking amps himself up with the flamey ink, you know? And I'm like, oh shit, well, he wasn't using that the whole time, this is about to be sick, right? And they hype it up, he gives that whole speech about his ancestor and all that stuff, just to get put right back down in the fucking dirt. Like, it was so bad. Bro went to go fucking punch Sharon, and Sharon's like, nah, jujitsu flip. He's like, the fuck you mean? You think I gotta fucking take your punch to fucking counter it? Nah, bro. I'm fucking hand-to-hand master over here. And I'm fucking OP, because I can just absorb any fucking heat and fucking apparently kinetic energy and then just make that shit explode. Right? I honestly thought that Ogun died when he did that stomp point blank on him. Like, I legit thought he fucking died right there. But then when he started talking again...
Wow.
No, bro, I was like, damn, man. They just killed my...
think he died.
I did. I was like, bro, they killed my boy. That's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Well, he stomped the fuck out of him, to be fair. That was a big-ass explosion.
I mean, yeah, that wouldn't kill him, though.
Fucking
Ogun.
it got close, though. Bro was bleeding out his eyes and his ears after that shit. Fucking only able to stand up because of the flamey ink, right? But I really thought he was going to make a comeback, though, during all that shit, because, like, they kept making it seem like he was about to make a comeback, just for him to just keep getting his ass beat by Sharon, until Sharon's about to fucking finish him off, and that's when fucking Captain Himuwa fucking does the first significant damage we've ever seen on fucking Sharon, fucking shoots a chunk off of the side of his ribs with the fucking shotgun. I was like, oh, hold up, bro. But I knew that somebody was going to step in. Whenever they kept flashing back to him talking about how, you know, Fire Force works as a team. If you can't block somebody with one person, block them with two. Right? So, like, I knew somebody was going to step in. But I, high-key, was expecting it to be Captain Obi. Right? I was not expecting Lieutenant Himuwa at all. Right? Like, I was not expecting my boy to be like, nah, let me fucking damage this bro for the first time in this whole anime. Like, we ain't seen Sharon take one fucking lick of damage until this part. Even when he got a fucking subatomic nuke blast dropped on his ass. Like, bro didn't even flinch and reflected that shit back. Like, yeah, it staggered him a little, but, like, no actual damage. Like, his shirt got ripped off, and then he threw that shit back. This time, it was just fucking straight up, bro was bleeding and fucking missing some meat. Like, that was a big-ass chunk out of his side. I'm just curious how the fuck Himuwa, who never misses, like, that must have been a warning shot or something. I don't fucking know. Either, oh, he was probably trying not to hit Ogun on the other side, actually, now that I think about it. It's probably why he hit him at that angle to, like, just rip the side off him, you know? I was thinking about it, actually, just now. If he would have shot that motherfucker in the back, yeah, it would have killed him. But that definitely would have went straight through and got Ogun's ass. Like, he would have killed them both in one shot with that shit. Especially with that fucking big-ass explosion shot he does. I'm actually wondering what he shot him with, like what technique, because obviously it didn't make the big fire explosion, right? So did he just accelerate the bullets, or, like, did he just shoot him with a normal shotgun blast? That's the real question. Like, was it just because, you know, Sharon was charging up that energy in his two fingers to finish Ogun off with, that he just didn't have his defenses up, you know? I really hope they go into that next episode. But also, where the fuck is our goddamn Arthur episode, man? Y'all make us a new Excalibur, looks badass as shit. Fucking, we learn his family's just a bunch of fucking crazy people. They're all fucking delusional, and his dad can see the future through his fucking hat somehow. And then we get apparently real Orichalcum. Well, we were trying to trick him with some fake Orichalcum, right? And yeah, and then fucking we just don't get it after that. Like, come on, bro. Where's our Arthur episode? I'm ready to see this motherfucker go off with this new Excalibur. I want to know what it looks like. Because bro's whole demeanor's changed since then, you know?
So hard to tell if I'm sad or just bored.
And then freaking
Yeah, definitely both.
we need Obi to pop off again. It's been too long. When was the last time Captain Obi really popped off? Fucking punching headbutting Benny Mario, I think. I think that was about it, bro. I think that was like he's done some like leadery. Oh no. Okay, I take that back. Last badass moment we had from him was whenever they fucking put those infernal insects on him, and bro just flexed so hard that they couldn't bite through his skin. I take that back. That shit cracked me up. Bro's just up there fucking posing like, nah! Can't get through these muscles. Forgot about that part, but like we need another Captain Obi pop-off moment, bro. Bro's one of my favorite characters for sure. Need him to do his shit. I just love that he's just a badass with no powers. Like, everybody else got these fucking cool, crazy powers, and that's why they're badass. Bro's like, nah, bro. I'm a fucking firefighter in heavy armor. Makes no damn sense, but it works. I got fucking foam grenades, son. And I'll punch the fuck out of you. More than peak human physical condition. For goddamn sure. Bro's got super strength. He ain't fucking tell me he doesn't have super strength, alright? Bro fucking turned some goddamn railway tracks into goddamn jump ropes. Okay? Can't tell me this motherfucker don't have no super strength. Fucking, he made them disobey the laws of physics. Okay?
For real.
So where's my boy popping off again? But other than that, though, it's just fucking really hyped fight episode, really, I feel like.
Yeah, it was.
You know? I don't like that they kind of made Tamaki look weak with her new powers, though. It's like, bro, what was the point of her getting an upgrade if she, like, still can't do shit with it? You know? Although she didn't go full her new form yet, though, so maybe she's just holding back a little. But she couldn't do shit to those fucking infernal monstrosities, as they called them. Like, didn't even fucking scratch it, and here fucking Arrow and Captain Hemo are just like, nah, fuck these things. Fucking holes, bitch! Fucking Hemo got the Uzi out. That shit fucking, I thought was crazy at the beginning. Like, bro's just, looks like he's just spraying, but every single one of those shots are like headshots. I was like, this is a very accurate spraying, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But, you know, don't fuck with Hemo, man. And I like that part where him and Arrow were just dapping each other up, like, damn, you're a good shot. Yo, you are too, trust me. Like, I ain't seen nobody else shoot like that shit. So, like, y'all were enemies season 1. Now y'all just like, damn, this is why you kicked my ass, huh? Oh. Like, they definitely have some respect for each other, both being gunsmen of sort. Oh shit, what happened to Kat?
The fuck?
No! I saw you dematerialize.
Sounds like I lost connection.
Yeah, same. Says I also lost connection. I am now offline.
Yeah, I see that.
What the hell?
Says you're offline.
Go into the main menu. Alright, anyway, as we were saying, we'll just keep talking while we fix this stuff. Freaking, besides them dapping each other up and all that stuff. Whenever Himoa and Maki knocked out those two fucking guards, right? And Ogun's like, do they just do stuff like this all the time? And it's like, well, normally they're not this upfront about it, but I have the vibe they've been wanting to do shit like this the whole time. They just knocked those guards straight the fuck out, like, no hesitation. And apparently Vulcan's got Spider-Man bombs. I wasn't expecting that shit. When he said he had a fucking net bomb, I was expecting, like, a net, not fucking literal fucking Spider-Man style spider webs. And bro's just got fucking web bombs over here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is high-key very crazy. I wonder what else he's got hiding over there now. Like, what kind of fires are you fighting with web bombs? Why the hell did you make those? Like, I'm ready to see a new gadget, son. But I also thought it was pretty cool that did you catch the Dragon Ball reference?
I did not.
Uncle Reaper, when he came back from where Shinra killed the freaking demon infernal thing, the fucking Colossus, he made a black Nimbus and he was riding it. He rode the black Nimbus back to freaking the road. I was like, that's cool, little reference there, because like he literally made it look like the Nimbus cloud, just made out of his smoke shit. I was like, somebody's a Dragon Ball fan. Yeah, it's Uncle Reaper. But I like how, though, because Shinra finished it off, the other guy's like, alright, I'm docking your pay. The fuck you mean you're docking my pay? I fought the fucking thing, didn't I? Like, why does it matter if somebody else came and finished it off? He's like, well, if you were really good at your job, somebody else wouldn't have stole your kill. It's like, man, that's some petty shit right there. It's like, bro, I would like to see you go do any better. Like, this kid was moving faster than the speed of light. You want me to fucking kill this motherfucker faster than that? Bro disassembled his body and fucking made a nuke explosion from his fucking kick. And you expect me to be faster than that? Like, he fucking appears before his kick was thrown. Because he fucking is kicking so fast that it rewinds time. It's not letting me connect back to the internet, by the way.
I don't get no girls, Andrew.
Damn.
Well, that's some crazy work. That's on the podcast now. Your sister just coming up. You don't get no girls, Andrew. That's crazy work. That's some unnecessary. That's some unnecessary shade. No, I'm not talking about that. It's just like, damn, what kind of like, that's some mean shit. Like, what did you do to deserve those strays that she threw at you like that?
I don't know.
Like, bro's just sitting here trying to do a podcast. Sister comes up. Nah, fuck you, bro. You ain't got no bitches. Hey, at least your mom's agreeing with your thing. Fucking, I don't care. Girls are expensive. That's crazy. Never mind. Mom's trying to get you to make money now. That's never mind. She turned on you. She was on your side. the backstabber. Cat catching all the strays right now. I know, that's rough. The gamer also agrees. Fucking cat can't have nothing in his house. Cat catching strays. That sucks. Bro had somebody eat all his chocolate and drink his freaking Calypso. Hey, bro's got a rough life with them siblings. Siblings are mean, bro. Shit. Bro's like the life of being the older brother, huh? He's like, he's just chill about it too. He's like, fuck it, it's whatever. They're just assholes. He's like, I love them, but they're assholes. Alright, did you have anything else you wanted to add about Fire Force, by the way?
Let's see.
Or
I
like,
thought it was a great episode.
Yeah? Was there any of the moments that were like really standouty to you?
Hogan fighting.
That's
Hogan fight.
basically it.
Yeah. No. Other than the part with Himoa and Arrow, that was the same for me. It's just the fight with him and Sharon. It's just like, man, I want to hate Sharon because obviously he's on the fucking bad side, you know? He's supposed to be the bad guy. I'm supposed to not like him. But I just fucking love his character, bro. He's just a fucking beast, and he stands on his principles. Yeah. Like, they don't leave very much room to not like this guy other than, like, when he first showed up. That was about the only time. Is after that, he kind of just grows on you. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then you feel bad for him because of how fucking Hamura treats him. Like, bro's been dedicated to you since you were a fucking baby. Like, lives his whole life to protect you. Right? Like, he's your fucking dad or something. Even read this book about how to handle unruly children. Just to fucking deal with your crazy ass. Right? And you just treat him with the utmost disrespect constantly all the time. And I hate that about her. It was like, this bro is so dedicated, and she just treats him like absolute garbage. Freaking even took somebody else's bodyguard because she didn't want to have to see his stupid face anymore. Like, what the hell, bro? And bro's still dedicated. Like, but Ogun has a point, though. Like, I get Sharon's side. It's like, you know, this is liberation for all of those who think living is hell, but, like, Ogun's got the big point. So you're just going to kill everybody? What about the people that enjoy life? You know? Fuck them, I guess, huh? It's just because y'all want to fucking make a new sun. We don't need a new sun. The one we got's good enough. That fucking shit gets too hot anyway. What the fuck you need a second sun for?
Mm-hmm.
Not like the old one was going anywhere anytime soon.
For real.
But, that's whatever. Alright, I want you to start off with the JJK thing. I want to know your thoughts pre-hand.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Cat wasn't ready for this one, huh?
Oh, my goodness, I'm horrible at explaining things. Let's see.
You just let me know when you need to be step in, bro. I got you. I was just curious. I wanted to get your...
Let's see how it first started.
With, wasn't it with Fushiguro taking out those guys?
Fushiguro, yeah. Rest in peace, those guys. Oh,
yeah, no, for sure, though. For fucking sure, though. Like, damn.
Fucking, fucking chokehold them.
Right?
Fucking other guy on the phone is just walking. He's like, he's supposed to be here. Then where the hell is he? And fucking goes like,
Oh, I agree, bro. You fucking took their asses out.
Yeah, dude. Whew.
Fucking threw the phone at the one guy.
Nighty-night.
He's like, bro, motherfucker just knocked you out with a cell phone. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I know, right? That's gotta be crazy, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry for you.
No, for real. That's embarrassing. Shit. Oh.
Yeah, then that was funny.
Yeah.
No, now we let's see. Panda.
Oh yeah, my boy.
We couldn't get close.
No.
Kept on running.
That shit was hilarious, though. It was the realization.
When he was in that one room playing with the tire.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because there's no cameras over there.
Panda.
Yeah. Gets fucking pissed off because they think he eats fucking like fish cakes or some shit like that, and he's like, "It's bamboo." He's like, "No cameras in the stairway."
Yeah. Then we get to the building. Yeah. Then we get the. Then fucking Hakara. I don't know.
Hakari?
How to pronounce it.
Oh, her name.
No.
Okay.
I know who
The other girl. Okay. The girl.
Hakara.
The girl. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'll pronounce her name, bro. She's got two R's right next
We'll
to
just
each other.
we'll just call her Kira. Fuck it. Fuck the beginning part of her name.
Hikra.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Her.
Kira.
Yeah, we'll just call her Kira. Seems like simpler.
Yeah.
We'll just take the end of her name, bro.
Yep.
Or we can call her Hakira or something. I don't know. Her name's too close to fucking his though, for damn sure.
Yeah. Call her Ra or something.
Hey.
Hikara.
Right.
I'm calling Hikra.
Hikara.
We'll pronounce this right at some point.
Right. I'll have to rewatch the episode and hear them say it again. And be able to pronounce it right. Right. But,
and then she shows up with her fucking, I don't know. Her constellation power.
Yeah.
Is what they call it.
Yeah, or that's what they end up figuring out about it anyway.
The four... I already forgot what it was.
That's the Southern Cross.
Southern Church. Oh, yeah, cross.
Yeah. It's the Southern Cross. And, she's able to tag the cursed energy of whatever she touches with one of the names of the stars that make up the constellation.
I don't pay attention to the abilities. I pay attention to fights.
Well, I mean, abilities are part of the fights.
Yeah, but I pay more attention to the fights than the ability.
I mean, without understanding how the fight goes, that's how you understand how that's how you understand how the fight's going down. Because otherwise, it looks like bitch just has the force.
You can tell them about the powers. I'll tell them about the fights.
So you give them the details.
I'll give them the details about the kicking and the punching, and you give the details about how the ability works.
So, frickin' Megami was figuring out like how it worked exactly because he noticed that all the things had different words on them, and the first thing he noticed is that the things with the same words on them were pulled to each other, based off which one had the superior cursed energy. But then the other thing he noticed is that certain words couldn't go near certain other words, right? And he thought maybe that like there was kind of like or Panda suggested it might be like Jockin or rock paper scissors, right? That where like one, can go to the other, go to the other, but then Megami is like, well, if that was the case, then like she wouldn't be able to go near the door, and I wouldn't be able to go near you, and you wouldn't be able to, or you wouldn't be able to come near me. Like one of us wouldn't be able to come near each other if it was like that. So it can't be that. And then he figured out that it's got to be an order, because even though to us the constellation looks like it's a cross, right, with 4 different separate points, north, east, south, west, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you actually lay it around in space, they're actually in a line with each other, right? From like a different angle. So he figured out that you have to start from one of your ends and touch the other ones in the proper order to be able to make it through. And he was able to figure that out with his rabbits, his little escape rabbits, or runaway, whatever the hell they're called. Fleeing rabbits?
Something.
I think it's fleeing rabbits. Right. And because, like, how they interacted toward, whether they could go near her or the freaking door or Panda or not, right? And that's how he also figured out that, because she never touched him, but she touched his demon dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
That she infected his cursed energy via the demon dog. So, and then she explains to us, that freaking Jujutsu treats a sorcerer and their Shinigami as the same being because the Shinigami run off of his cursed energy.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was pretty neat. And the whole, like, him taking advantage of that when he figures it out, to, like, have the rabbit touch the other constellation so that he can get near her.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty fucking cool. Like, I liked how they did that. Like, they did the same thing in the manga, but, like, the way they animated that, I wasn't ready for that. That was really fucking cool.
Yeah, that's cool, yeah.
Oh, did I request to join you? I guess you gotta hit continue. I thought I invited you. I guess I clicked the wrong thing. Oops.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, fun. And then they could finally take her down, and
I love
I take
that
it from her.
he was only guessing that it was the Southern Cross, that the constellation was the Southern Cross. Like, and I like that her fucking reaction to him guessing it.
Yeah.
Like, she realized that he was guessing it, but because, it caught her off guard that he said it, she gave him that look, and the look she gave him was like, oh shit, he guessed it? It was like, oh no. Because I gave him that look, he now got confirmation that, like, this is really what was happening,
Yeah.
So, I thought that was very interesting there.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool, yeah, and funny, and funny at the same time.
Oh no, that cracked me up, because, like, she was able to rationalize that in her brain and everything, like, so quickly that she just fucked up, right? And then it shows Megani's side, like, oh, it really was that, like, everything she just said really was true, like, he really did just figure it out because of what she said just now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I fucked up already. But, so after he captures her, he freaking actually gets on his hands and knees and starts pleading to her, like, hey, can we literally just talk? Like,
please, can we talk?
Yeah, we're really not trying to fight you guys here. Like, we just wanted to talk, but, like, we weren't lying.
Yeah.
Right, and then you take over.
And then this is where I got a little disappointed.
Oh?
Yeah, because I thought we were going to see a badass fight.
Oh, with Yuji and Hikari?
Yuji and Hikari, but no. I was like, well, I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah. Because freaking Yuji just ended up being like, alright, you know what? I'm not going to fight back. This is how I'm going to prove my passion to you, but I'm also not going to go down. Like, I'm just going to let you fucking beat my ass wholesale, but I ain't going to hit the ground.
Yeah.
Like, I respected Yuji's resolve there, but also the same. Like, to be fair, I knew that it wasn't going to be a fight. Like, because obviously I've read the manga, right?
Yeah.
But, they've been taking liberties with some of the stuff in there. I thought maybe we'd get a little fight before Yuji started being like, nah, I ain't gonna fight back.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I wanted to see a fight.
Oh, no, same. Like, I actually enjoyed the part with Megami and Panda versus that girl. Freaking, more than Yuji just getting his ass beat.
Mm.
And her and fucking Hikari ignoring her, because she tried to tell him, like, several times, like, hey, no, like, for real, they just want to talk to us. Right?
Yeah.
And then freaking, like, it was finally after he finally just, like, looks in, and she's like, hey, Hikari, the kid got you all fired up, isn't it? That's why this is happening. And that's when he was finally like, yeah, you know what, you're right. This kid does have some passion, fuck. Oh, I forgot about the part where, when she was listening, before they really started going at it, when Megami first started figuring out her ability, before he did the fleeing rabbits, how he told her that they lost because, and, like, they couldn't just have Gojo fucking wipe everything out because he got sealed. The look of, like, nah, that's Gojo. He didn't get sealed. You lying to me.
Well, you should have been there.
Yeah, like, shit. But yeah,
crazy.
No, it really was. Like, and they tricked him into using his freaking domain expansion and everything.
Yeah.
Just so they could catch him lacking.
Suka comes out and
bro.
everything. The city is destroyed.
Yeah, it's like y'all didn't hear about a whole ass city getting destroyed. Shibuya just gone. You know.
Yeah. How about you guys go over there and see the giant crater that Sukuna left behind?
That used to be Shibuya.
Yeah.
Like, that's so crazy work. Like, y'all don't get, like, you hate them and you're trying to avoid the fucking Jujutsu High so much, but you don't keep tabs on everything going down? Like, that's number one thing I'd do, especially if, like, the only thing keeping these motherfuckers from coming at us was Gojo. You know?
Yeah.
So, you'd think they'd pay attention to when that motherfucker wasn't around anymore. Well, I missed all of those point blank. How the hell? That was just absolutely crazy to me that they couldn't freaking believe him.
For real.
Like, the look of disgust, too, that she gave him. Like, really? That's the lie you're gonna tell me? Like, bitch, it ain't a lie! It's the truth!
For real.
But that face reminds me of that little thing in One Piece that they do every now and then. Like, when all the characters get shocked and they make those really ugly faces.
Uh-huh.
That's what it reminded me of. Just a whole bunch of that.
Yeah.
Freaking, I do like that scene with Hikari coming out the fucking office, though. Like, bro was, you know, you really notice how jacked he is when he's sitting on that chair with his fucking jacket and all that shit on. Right?
Yeah.
And then he comes stepping out that doorway without the jacket, and you're like, fuck, bro, is ripped. Holy shit, I wasn't ready for that. He didn't look that ripped in the manga. They fucking really fucking fleshed him out in the anime.
Oh, yeah.
Bro's fucking jacked, son.
Oh, for show.
Oh, it's an elemental eater. Shit. My imaginary bullets, they didn't look too imaginary to me. They fucking made your head
And then that
explode.
fucking... I don't know what the hell that little fucking abomination is.
Oh, yeah? The little thing for the rules?
Fucking... Yeah, whatever that little
Yeah,
thing
that-
is.
That, it's like a fucking, looks like an aborted angel. I don't know, that's the best way I can explain it. Like, it looks like a fetus with a scorpion tail and angel wings. That's
Oh,
what it
no,
looks-
right?
That's some freaky shit.
Fucking get to finally meet my boy Kashimo.
Yeah. Oh, you like Hashimo, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I fucking love Kashimo.
Okay. Okay, now he is badass. I like his shit.
Yeah.
But, I like how
I like
the
his-
Cullen game just started and he already has 200 points.
Oh, no, right? He's like,
Alright.
y'all guys that are beneath me, I need to fight somebody stronger.
It's like, I can make a rule. Ooh, I can make a rule to find the strongest person.
Yeah, it's like, make a rule, show everybody's freaking information.
Yeah. I need to know their strengths, how many freaking people they've killed, how many points they have, and how many rules they've made. And I like how he added that part only because, like, right before he had it made the rule, he's like, oh yeah, your points go down every time you make a rule, so I need to know how many rules they made, too. And I like how that just interrupts their conversation, too, though. It's just that little thing showing up. Ding, 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 ding. New rules been added to the
Yeah.
Cullen games. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm fucking hyped. But, I like how fucking Hikari little bros Yuji at the end just fucking smacks him in the back of the head. Like, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Easier
Oh,
ways
I
you
can't
could
wait
have.
to the Hikari versus Kashimo fight.
Oh, yeah. I really hope they do it justice and, like, we get to see it all the way to the end. And they don't just off-screen it and be like, yeah, Hikari won. Okay, but how?
Oh, no, right? I'm like, I know that Hikari wins, but damn, how?
Yeah, bro, you were just giving us this badass fight, and then halfway through it, you just skip through, and then it's just all Sukuna from there. And then when we finally cut back to Hikari, it's like, yeah, he won. Okay, cool. Like, you gonna explain that? You know, show it to us. Anime better show it to us.
Oh, I hope.
I think because, you know, this is Cullen Games Part 1, I think it's going to end with Yuta versus those, the other two, the Demon and the Sorcerer. Or
Oh,
the cursed spirit and the sorceress
that's,
chick.
that's a Yuta thing, but.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate parts.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a long part. It's just this whole season is part 1 of the Colon Games. Next season is going to be part 2 of the Colon Games.
God, just do the entire damn thing.
Yeah. Well, the Colon Games is like the end of the show, though. Like, the Colon Games is... So, out of the 500 and something chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen, the Colon Game starts at like 200 and something. It's over half of the manga. So, it's going to be over half of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
So, but we're getting, this whole full season, but it's going to be long. And then I'm assuming that, like, a few of the other fights and then the Sukuna fight are going to be part 2. Like, I think, like, part 2 is just going to be mostly fights. Which sucks because, that's not the part we're watching right now. We're watching part 1. Damn. I didn't know my stuff also boosted your speed. Like, you were already running fast because that shield you got on, but the moment I hit my halo, you were like, damn. Damn. I like how it couldn't even keep up with you, though.
Oh, I see it.
It's like, it's still buffing you, but it can't keep up with you at the same time. Because, like, I still see the aura on you when you run, but, like, you're not in that bubble at all.
Nope.
But, yeah, no, I'm kind of curious where we're going to for the next part, for sure. Because, well, we got my boy waking up. That's one thing. And I know him fighting Ghetto is going to probably be in Colon Games Part 2, because that was toward the end of the manga. Right? But, really, other than that, freaking... I'm still hyped, because, like, that Yuta fight's badass in the manga. Like, it is really badass. Like, I really can't wait for that to be animated. Like, I know you're going to be disappointed that that's probably about where they're going to end it. Maybe a little after that, right? Because that should be coming up soon, actually. That should be, like, if not, like, the next couple episodes, that fight should start. And I'm assuming it's going to be a multi-episode fight, because it was a lot of chapters. It was like a lot of chapters.
Yeah.
But man, does some badass shit go down. I don't want to spoil the anime-only people right now. So I really want to talk about that fight. So I'm trying my best just to wait for it to appear in the anime. Because that was a sick fight. Because we learned a lot more about Yuta's ability in that fight, too. Which I'm very okay with. But, I really don't have anything else to say about, JJK. We pretty much covered the whole episode. Got all the funny parts talked about, even. Especially that part with Panda. That shit was great. It fucking cracked me up. And then the fucking Gojo part.
Okay.
Damn, what's she threatening you with now?
Nothing. I don't know.
I just hear her talking shit in the background. One of these days I'm gonna follow through with it. You're just gonna be, what the hell, Mom?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, what the hell, bro?
He's already like, what the hell? Like, she didn't even make contact.
Yeah.
I'm already like,
I believe, I don't know if you heard or not, but I keep hearing on TikTok every time I scroll for like Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. In my opinion, I think Hakarara or whatever is a girl. Because everybody on TikTok saying she ain't a girl. Like, bro's like transgender or whatever. Like, no, I think she's a girl.
No, she's definitely a girl.
In fact, she looks like a girl, speaks like a girl.
She,
She's a girl. And then
She-
Violent TikTok, nah, she ain't no damn girl. So fuck them TikTokers.
where did they get that from? Like,
That's what I'm saying. It's just
there's
people are saying
no
that just the way
evidence
she
toward
looks.
that whatsoever. What do you mean the way she looks?
The way she looks and acts is what they're saying. I'm like,
First
dude,
off, it's anime. You can't judge that shit by anime whatsoever. Right? Like, otherwise...
I think she's a girl.
No, she definitely is. That's freaking Hikari's love interest.
For real.
Right?
I'm like, what?
So, freaking... I don't understand what they're on about there. Like...
That's what I'm saying.
She be, getting plowed by Hikari all the time. Like... And, bro, it was just, like, started that last episode off, you know, like... Watching his fights go down with a handful of booty meat. You know? Like, bro had the cake in his hands.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's crazy, though. Like, I still don't get where they got that from. Like, they even call her a her. Like, in the anime and the manga. Like, it's not like freaking, I'll give an example. One Piece, fucking, Kiku. Kiku's a dude, but they don't call Kiku a her. You know?
Yeah.
Like, she's just, or he's just a cross-dresser, and because, you know, the person they looked up to was a cross-dresser. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not like the Yamato situation where, like, Yamato just believes she's Odin, so she calls herself, you know, a him now. Because, you know, she's not Yamato anymore, she's Odin. Reincarnated, apparently. You know?
Yeah.
Even looks at Momonosuke like her son. So, I don't know. People get crazy sometimes. It's just like those same people that were mad at the end of My Hero Academia because freaking Deku didn't end up with Bakugo. Like, where the fuck did you all get that from?
Oh, so gay.
Like, what? Well, like, even against that, like, you know,
Raka, dude.
like, what hints at all did we get that they were gonna be together? Like, where did you jump to this conclusion?
Nah, bro. Deku and Uraraka is a better.
Oh yeah, no, for
choice.
sure. You know, like, oh, those people are crazy though. It's like people get these fucking ships that they want in their head, and then they just freaking, I guess, delude themselves into thinking that they could be a possibility whenever they don't even show hints that they're even interested in the others. You know, like the same sex, let alone each other. But it's not as weird as the people that thought it was going to be Deku and All Might. Those are just weirdos.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck?
That's creepy, bro. First off, Deku was like a fucking little kid when All Might met him. That's some hardcore pedo creeper shit there. Like, whoever was thinking that. No, that's fucking just wrong. But, I did not know that whole thing about her.
Yeah.
About people thinking that she was transgender. Like...
Or something like that.
Yeah. Where did that... Or
Or
cross-dresser or anything like that. Like, where did that come from? That doesn't make any damn sense. Anyway, did you have anything else to add about JJK?
It was pretty good.
Yeah? Oh, it was a good episode. It got me hyped. Really, other than that talkie episode, which was actually still pretty good because it was giving us lore we needed to understand the Culling games and their plan and stuff. But other than that, all the episodes so far this season have been pretty fucking hype. Although those first 3, I think, kind of took the cake. Or, well, first, technically 2, because the talkie episode was like the 3rd episode. But that Maki episode, though, right?
I'm gonna actually look up their fucking gender right now.
Yeah, bro's freaking... We got him stuck on this one. But anyway, while he's looking that up, I'll go ahead and start
Oh, her
talking
name is
about
Hikrara, not... Yeah,
Hikrara.
Kirara.
Kirara. So yeah.
I thought it was Hikrara or whatever. It's
No.
Kirara.
Yeah, we've been watching Slime, the gamer.
It's tired too. I thought it was fucking...
We got to the part where Rimuru became a demon lord. We got to see freaking, what was it, Megalith or something like, what's that attack called? Mega something. The one where he basically made the conclave freaking, lenses out of water and then put the little orbs under them to start reflecting freaking light laser beams at people. Right. And, you know, he brought Shion and everybody back already, and we got to see the fight between Milim and fucking Carrion, which was fucking crazy. She over here fucking unleashing a dragon, whatever the hell it was called, basically the final Kamehameha.
Dragonova?
Yeah.
Apparently, according to the Jujutsu Kaisen wiki, her gender is a male.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
I never read the wikis, bro. Wikis are made by other people.
I know.
Like, we would need for sure, but
People
where the hell did they get that from?
Like, bro, please help me. And bro, everybody on Reddit are just trying to figure out what gender she is.
Yeah, I feel like
Even
one of the
Reddit,
people...
like, is she transgender? Or...
I think one of the people that
she's
think
a girl.
it's a male probably is the one that fucking did the wiki page.
Oh yeah, I think she's a girl.
Yeah.
Like,
they,
why would
they don't
fucking...
even in the manga they don't hint at anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Freaking, they're gearing up to go to war with Clayman. That's the last thing we ended off on. Was them getting ready to go fight Clayman.
Oh, I keep forgetting that B Gamers has seen Slime.
Oh yeah. I definitely can't wait to see more. I love freaking Rimuru getting all those ultimate abilities and stuff. Oh, and fucking Veldra finally being released. And bro is cracking me up. He loves that body that he got. He's like, fucking, look at me. Am I not awesome?
Oh, dude. Oh, dude. And one of the seasons, you're definitely gonna love Veldora versus Milim.
Oh?
You'll fucking love it.
Okay.
It's just
Didn't
the
know that was
things
gonna
he
be a thing.
does. Woo. You'll love it.
And Begamer said he has seen Slime multiple times.
I have too.
Damn.
I love Veldora versus Milim, bro. It's gotta be like, I mean, it's a cool fight, but it's gotta be the most funniest fight.
I got to. Oh, he's gonna have some great moments. He's already having some great moments. Like, I love his little Super Saiyan charge thing he did. I love that he read all the manga and Rimuru's and anime and watched all the anime and Rimuru's memories. Freaking, and then became like a number one top class freaking shogi player and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is about Storm Dragon.
Yeah, bro. I love that, like, whenever he has to turn his aura down, like, it's still like really big, but Rimuru's like, I mean, you know what? You turned it down more than I thought you were going to. Hell yeah, good job.
Yeah, it was just the way he did it too was funny.
And then him telling everybody what his names were, and they didn't let it sink in until they finally were like, wait a minute, Rimuru appeared the same time he disappeared. Oh my god, that's Veldora! And they all just started bowing down to him like, oh my lord, we're sorry.
Yep.
What's your relationship to freaking him? Oh, this is my bosom brother. This is my fucking best friend for life. My ride or die. This is my best friend forever.
Yep. My other half.
My other half. It's like, bro, this is my bro, son.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's just all, and then everybody like, oh my god, he tamed a fucking dragon lord and a demon lord. Holy shit.
Not only did you befriend a demon lord Milim.
Right, and then freaking Diablo and freaking Ragnar are both like, yep, that's my master. I love how they're both just on the same camp of like, we're probably gonna be best friends because we both freaking have the most respect for Rimuru. Like, we both call him Master.
Diablo wasn't even there for. He just got here. He already knows about everything. Since
Yep.
the fucking
He
orb.
can see the future. Yeah. I like how upset he was that Rimuru was just like, "Oh yeah, you can go home now. I didn't know you were still here."
Yeah, bro.
Like,
Dude
what do
was
you?
doing him dirty.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm
bro,
like,
what
for him.
do you mean? Am I still here? What do you mean I can go now? Did you not hear me be like, I want to fucking serve you, bro? Like, I ain't trying to go back home. And then freaking Meliodas gives him, or not Meliodas, I don't know why I call him Meliodas, Rimuru.
Meliodas.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, my brain just fucking went to
Rimuru.
freaking Seven Deadly Sins for some reason. But yeah, no, Rimuru gives him the freaking name, right? And he goes from that freaking badass demon drip to some equally badass butler drip.
Oh, I know, right?
Like, I wasn't expecting that part. The fucking pocket watch on the red chain.
Yeah.
I was like, alright. I'm curious what kind of power upgrades he got, because apparently he's already broken. Like, what the hell? Bro just got more broken now? And it took half of Rimuru's new magic heals, which were 10 times more than his previous ones.
Oh yeah.
And I like how, like, bro brought him those other two demons just to, like, enhance the revival spell, though, because he knew that it wasn't going to be enough. He's like, no, listen, these two would gladly die for you. Trust me. Trust, bro. They hadn't said shit this whole time, but trust. And apparently they did, because they willingly gave themselves up without saying a damn word. Like, they were all just ready to serve Rimuru, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I was about that shit. But anyway, let's wrap this up. I gotta get on to some Digimon Beat Break, and then, so I can, like, get into a real stream now. So I was not expecting this Digimon Beat Break episode to be this at all, because I thought it was gonna be because we got the other two Team Tactus people, like a little episode personalized around them and their backstories and stuff like that. And while fucking Naito did show up with the Monodramon, and they were kind of like the main op for Tomoro in this episode, we're kind of just back on the story beat, like making progress now. So we get introduced to a new character named Harumi, and a Digimon I've never seen before, but I'm pretty sure he's not new, but he might be. But Commandramon, right? He's basically a blue and black digital camo Agumon and fucking like commando armor. Bro's got like fucking machine guns and fucking rocket launchers and shit, but he's a rookie level Digimon. But his ability is that he can completely cloak himself and eliminate his presence where nobody can sense him.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And because of his ability, Team Tactics would have forced them to go on assassinations, and like I was not ready to see a Digimon pull out a gun and shoot some humans. I was not like this one's been one of the darker Digimon stories for sure. I was not ready for that. I was like, bro, just straight up killed these motherfuckers. Holy shit! But he was upset about it afterwards. So Harumi decided to run away from Team Tactics because he didn't want freaking Commandramon to have to live through having constant nightmares from all the people he's been forced to kill.
Yeah.
And they go about it in a crazy way because like Commandramon won't leave Harumi's side and stuff like that, but he keeps trying to get them to stay with Tomoro and everybody in freaking the Glowing Dawn, right? Because like they'll treat him better and he'll have a good life, because like they don't delete Digimon and things like that. Because they want to make a world where humans and Digimon can live side by side.
Yep.
So he thought they'd be a better fit. Well, they end up getting attacked by Team Tactics, and they end up capturing Commandramon, right? And Tomoro gets mad because they abandoned him, but he's like, hey, listen, we don't have to worry about them deleting him because, I actually used to be a member of Team Tactics, and freaking their orders are to bring us back alive because they want us to go back on more missions. Like we just ran away. type beat, and that kind of calms Tomura down a little bit. But he was absolutely pissed that he would just abandon Commandramon like that. All right, so they hatch the plan to go save him. Well, they tell Tomura that the plan is that they're gonna go in there and they're gonna have freaking Harumi sneak around the back and freaking in the old guy that normally drives like their car that drives them to their missions and stuff, right? In his clothes, so he's disguised as him, while the old guy's disguised as Harumi. So like the rest of Team Tactics ends up chasing them, while NATO and freaking I think it's like Phylodramon or something like that, the damn pterodactyl thing I was talking about. That like shoots icebergs out of its mouth. But those two stay back to fight Tomura and Geckomon, who of course, digivolves into Armlizamon, which is freaking always dope looking. I fucking love his design. But while they're fighting, freaking Harumi gets caught by NATO actually opening the box that Commandramon's in, and he has them fire a ice shell at them, and Harumi grabs Commandramon's arm and pulls him in front of him, and then like the explosion happens and Commandramon's gone. And of course Tomura gets pissed because he's like, "Did you seriously just sacrificed Commandramon like that? Like, what the hell's wrong with you?" Grabs him, picks him up by his fucking collar of his neck, and Harumi's like, "Yeah, I'm finally free. Now that, Commandramon's gone, I don't have to be sent on these fuck-ass missions anymore." Right? And that pisses Tomura off, so his fucking, like, E-Pulse, like, hyper glows on his arm. Freaking Armlizamon gets a little bit of a dark aura, and he punches the fuck out of Harumi. Right? Like Tomura does. And then freaking Naito ends up capturing Harumi, and they're trying to fly off with him. And that's when freaking Tomura just loads him up with a shit ton of Armlizamon with a shit ton of E-Pulse, and he does something called like Death Press Roll or something like that, where he gets like fucking laser spikes all over his body and a fucking badass like purple aura, and goes at them fucking super speed, right? But unfortunately for them, freaking the rest of Team Tactics shows back up, and freaking Telomon breaks through the roof, and freaking Luca throws Ludamon and has him end up deflecting freaking Armlizamon back away. Also pretty cool that Bro can just fold up Ludamon and throw him like a frisbee. Right? And for fucking travel purposes. I thought that was fucking hilarious. It was like, bro just literally turned into a frisbee. That's crazy work. Right? And so they end up actually escaping with Harumi, and freaking after they all leave, and Tomura's all pissed, and like he's getting ready to go chase after him, Makoto and Reina show up, and they're like, no, this was all part of the plan, like, stop. And he's like, what do you mean? Right? And Geckomon shows, he de-digivolves and jumps on Tomura's shoulder and is like, yeah, what do you mean? This wasn't the plan we were told. And that's when a freaking Commandramon comes out of the freaking shadows crying and, like, uninvisibles himself. Right? And, because he had to watch all that shit go down. And, like, well, actually, this was his plan the whole time, is he was going to make them think I was dead and then let himself get captured so they'd leave me alone. So, he just wanted me to be free, right? And so he de-digivolves into a Bombmon, and they end up taking him with them. So now they have Commandramon, I guess, but freaking Harumi still has his Sepatama. And I knew Commandramon didn't die earlier when they blew up, because so far every other Digimon, when they got deleted, their fucking Sepatama broke. And his Sepatama wasn't broken. And actually, he still has it, so I'm hoping at some point they go and save Harumi and we get a new member of the Glowing Dawn. Because I actually like him as a character, and fucking I want to see Commandramon Digivolve, because I don't know what the fuck he's going to turn into, but it better be some kind of tactical Greymon or I'm going to be upset, because bro literally is just a buff Agumon. Like a literally buff Agumon, and some fucking badass commando armor, and instead of being yellow, he's fucking blue digital camo. He looks all pixely, and then he can just disappear. Like, it's just so fucking cool, man. And he can spawn out guns and shit. Like, nothing about him to not like. I want to see him digivolve. I'm actually probably gonna look up after this and see if he has a pre-existing Digi-evolution line or not, you know? Because I would kind of want to know what it looks like. You know, unlike Gekomon, who is actually an original Digimon. Not to be confused with the other Gekomon with 1K. And the reason, there's a difference with that. It's like the other Gekomon's a frog, but because of, like, how the Japanese, you know, little onomatopoeia for frog noises is Gero, right? So it's Gecko, you know, because the frog sound. Versus the one with 2 Ks is like actually like a gecko, like the lizard, a gecko. So I was like, you know, I'm glad they, you know, that's been cleared up, you know. But anybody who's just looking at this from like, let's put English dub only people who know nothing about Japanese mannerisms and stuff like that, and like little pronunciations and little word meanings, are just gonna look at that like, bro, why is we got 2 Gekomon and the only difference is one's got 2 Ks in his name, but they're like 2 completely different Digimon. Same thing with Scorpiomon and Skull Scorpiomon. Actually, freaking the actual translation for Scorpiomon's more like Leviathanmon or Leviamon or something like that, but that also conflicts with them actually having a Leviathanmon, right? Which is why the English dub changed it to Scorpiomon, just to find out there actually is a Scorpiomon, but, you know, English dub's like, we're just going to call that one Bone Scorpiomon, or Skull Scorpiomon. Yeah, they're like, man, you know, y'all didn't have to change names. You could have just kept them what they were. Like, the names are just fine how they are. But at the same time, we get some pretty cool names in English. Like, instead of Omegamon, we get Omnimon, which in my opinion sounds way cooler than Omegamon does. So, I don't know. It's like to each their own type of thing. But I thought this was a kind of crazy roller coaster of an episode. Definitely wasn't what I was expecting. And we didn't get any backstory for Naito like we did the other two people from Team Tactics Team 7. And I really hope, like I said, that we end up going to save Harumi. But that's pretty much it. You know, definitely loving Beat Break so far. Like, I know some people are mad that it's a little slower paced, like, compared to, like, certain other anime right now, but, like, if you've ever just watched Digimon, that's kind of how it goes, and you don't have to worry about, like, it being broken to seasons or anything like that, because each Digimon series that does a full run-through. Like, yeah, we'll have, like, a break every now and then for, like, a week, but other than that, we're guaranteed all the episodes until the full thing's out. You know, it's also why it's usually so long between Digimon seasons, because, like, they get it all prepared and written beforehand. Minus, Digimon Tamers, the 3rd season. The end of that one was actually rushed because they, were planning to possibly go longer, but then they got told that they have to keep it within the same episode count. So they ended up having to rush in the last few episodes to just kind of speed everything along. You know?
Yeah.
That way they can get the wrap-up they wanted, but also at the same time it's not exactly the wrap-up they wanted, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was a shortened version that came to the same conclusion. But I'm rocking with the story so far for Beat Break. And like I said, it's definitely one of the darker Digimon series for sure. There's a lot more killing in this one. And the Digimon aren't freaking basically immortal either. Because if you delete them and they're in training form, they're gone. They're gone. They don't come back. It's crazy work. That's the first time that's ever happened in a Digimon series where the Digimon can permanently die. The closest we got to that is in Digimon Adventure. If a Digimon was destroyed outside of the digital world, they were trapped in the human world. Which is why, like, for example, Myotismon for Digimon Adventure 02 had to go through all the crazy stuff that he went through in order to bring himself back. As Mallow Myotismon.
This one way too. Oh, well, the other one.
But, you got anything else you want to add in here, Kat, or talk about?
That I know of. I haven't been doing really anything.
Okay. Well, in that case, guys.
Anime to watch though.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a few that I'm looking at. I still need to go check out that one. Freaking, I have to go back on and look at it because I already forgot the name. It was freaking like super interesting looking. Oh, the Jack of all trades one.
I just can't find anything new to find. All the shit that's coming out is kind of garbage.
Yeah. Like I said, I still have to check out that Jack of all trades thing. It's a new one, but like I said, I read the description and the description sounds interesting. I just haven't watched it yet to see if it's actually good. So I'll definitely have to let you know if I finally check it out, because freaking
Of course.
as that kind of, like, most of the anime you tell me about that you watch, it's got the kind of vibe from that, like that RPG game kind of vibe, but like in a real life setting type shit. Because like he was like an adventure party, you know, like with like, you know, normal type like tank DPS, freaking healer, freaking buff guy type thing party, but because he didn't freaking go in all in on one role and he learned how to do everything, he got kicked from his adventure party, being called a jack of all trades but a master of none. And so his fucking, according to the description, the point of this anime is him proving to his former adventure party that he can do all this shit by himself and he doesn't need them. That he's gonna master each and every one of those abilities fully and like be able to be like a whole adventure party by himself, basically. So I feel like, you know, it's going to start out kind of like him not being all that good, but somewhere toward the end, he's going to start becoming a badass type situation. Like him just being okay at everything since he's called the Jack of all trades. But like I said, I'll have to watch it and find out for sure. But anyway, that's been our time. I've been Damionpyro.
I've been Shelling Cat.
And this has been our Nerd Talk Live podcast. See you guys next week.
Yes, sir.